Come on into the room, family. Let us know that you are here. I am the H-Town Vet, and I would like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans and their dependents. Let's get in there, family. Give you an opportunity to reach critical mass, and we're going to get started. We have the family into the room. People are commenting already. We got Chief Mike in the house. And we like to thank Chief Mike. He said, "What's up, brother? Long time no hear. You said you was going to be on the move. It's all good on my end. How about you?" That's what I want to know. I'm being a little nosy tonight. Huh? You been traveling? You been enjoying life? What you doing for this holiday season? H-Town Vet and the family wants to know. Good to hear from you, brother. Really good to hear your voice. I mean, see that you contacting us. I ain't heard your voice. My fault. Come on into the house. And he says, "I'm well, brother." Oh, we've been cutting up on these last few live streams, brother. It's been very good information put out. We've been enjoying each other. And so I'm glad that you're doing good. Some of the brothers and sisters say they wasn't feeling as good. You know how these holidays do people, especially us veterans. Sometimes we were on duty doing. I know I was in basic training during Christmas. Now, let's see what Chief Mike says. "I'm chilling with my family." That's what it's all about. My mother is in town. Oh, this is what we need. They got the family there, so you know you doing it right. You rocking it well. This is what it's all about. All we've been doing, my brother, is keeping up on the current events when it comes to this veteran information, because the VA is forever trying to change laws, forever trying to change things, to modify it so that they can benefit from it, huh? What is the VA worried about, you say? Their immediate situation. As my uncle used to say. I know we say immediate situation. Now we have our brother Benny in the house. He was here doing the last live stream. We did an impromptu live stream on Tuesday. Sometime we're going to do that. But we're just glad that y'all are here. We're just glad that we're celebrating as a family, and supporting each other and encouraging each other. Because let me tell you something. I know we have our family and we have friends and other people, but when it comes to being able to relate to each other on a certain level, we all we got. And we ain't got time to be following that, huh? You get mad, go over in the corner and chill out. Now, Veteran Policy Plug say, "Hey, family." Veteran Policy Plug, our brothers, so good to hear from you. So good to hear from y'all brothers and the sisters if y'all in the room already. I get so much information from y'all, so much knowledge and understanding. It's just glad to be here. You understand? So we're going to be covering an interesting topic tonight. We're going to kind of complete the hearing that we did last. We're going to go over some more information with that we had on Tuesday. And that was just an impromptu live. It wasn't a regular live. We just did it out of the blue. Now let me see. Can I pull it up? Give me a second here. But it's so good. Tell us what's been going on with y'all. Anybody traveling? Anybody went out of town? Give us some little good information before we get started here. For those that are watching recorded, please bear with us because we gotta, this is a live stream, so we have to interact with our fellow veterans, brothers and sisters, dependents, and people that just like being around us. So we have to do some interaction and supporting each other. That's a critical and key part of growing the channel and getting people in here. So, family, we're gonna want to know that from y'all. What's going on, family? How you doing? As they would say. Now, we're getting this pulled up for y'all, and we're gonna get ready to get started. I want to have it already on the screen. So what we doing tonight, family? What are we doing tonight? As y'all come in here, let us know that you're here. I am the H-Town Vet, and I'd like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits. Get this thing straight here. Sorry about that. Available to veterans and their dependents, family. And do we live up to the expectations? Do we live up to the hype? If we tell you it's a hit, is that just what it is? I'm asking for a friend. Huh? Come on. Look who we got. Our good sister, Bionic woman, deaconess, God-fearing woman. Good evening, Mr. H-Town Vet and veteran family. Welcome to all the newcomers to the channel. Welcome all the newcomers to the channel. Yes, indeed. See, we got to greet each other. We got to feel like we're getting something out of it. Everybody, yes, some people learn about benefits here. Some people learn about, guess what? Some people learn about how to just interact with other veterans or just enjoy the camaraderie. Do you know I could not talk about any benefits and people would still come? Because that's a place where we collaborate with each other. We support each other, right? Now, let's see what our sister Bionic woman say. Hi, Mr. Policy Plug. She even put the plug on there, huh? He the plug. But we talking about the insurance policy plug. In case the feds are on our case. Bionic woman say, hello, Chief Mike, 61. Yes, indeed. Now let me pull this other one up, family, and we're gonna get started. We in the house tonight. All right, let's see. Now, family, y'all coming in here, we're gonna get started now. So thank you for joining us. We're gonna, did I pull it up already? Okay, I guess I didn't pull up the slide. I got so many things. Y'all excited me so much, inspired me so much, and I appreciate that. Now, Bionic woman, hi, Bernie. And then we have, let me see, make sure I pull up the right thing. No, that's not what I want to pull up. Let's see. I'm gonna read the rest of it. Yes. That's not what I'm trying to pull up. Y'all give me some patience. See, I'm trying to give me some time here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on because my slide won't come up. So come on, fam. We're gonna chat a little bit until then. Bionic woman says, Benny says, hello, Bionic woman. Benny says, hello, Chief Mike. Chief Mike says, hello, Bionic woman. Then we have Chief Mike, what's up, Benny? What's up? And I'm trying to pull this up. Y'all be patient with me. I know I ain't got it up already. Y'all know how it is sometimes. Well, I just kicked something off the thing. My fault. Now, let's see. Can I find it? Oh, I think I done found it. I done seen it. Now we back in business, family. Let's do this here. Huh, family? Are we gonna talk about it? Chief Mike say, what's up? What's up, Veteran Policy Plug? It's all good. I'm gonna take these headsets off for now. Okay, let's see what we got. Get this here. Now, what are we talking about tonight, family? What are we talking about? We're going into more detail of what we covered last time. Let me get this last. You say, Chief says, I'm good for some life insurance, brother. Okay. He's saying, I can't say it. He said, I'm looking for some life insurance, brother, where you come to the right place. And then Veteran Policy Plug says, hey, Chief Mike, we got his information, brother. If you want to get in contact with him, he's licensed in at least 9 states. He has his credentials and everything presented, and it's going to be on a few slides after we get started here. So let's kick it off, family. Now, where we going to start it? That's the whole thing. What we going to do? Hold on. First, let me pull this back up. I'm not going to feel good unless I get my screen sharing right. And I want to make sure I got this up. All right. Now we got it right. I'm feeling better about this thing. We can pull this down. I don't know. I'm going to leave that up. Look what Veteran Policy Plug say. I got you, happy to help. That's what it's all about, family. Now, let me pull this up. And we're going to get started on this slideshow. If at any time the music is too loud or you can't hear me, let us know in the chat, because we don't want we don't have no ego. We want to make sure everything is clear, because people will be watching this recorded. So let's go. So like we said, we're going to be dealing with VA healthcare versus community care. Since you're in here, family, let us know. Smash that like button. We're doing good on smashing that like button. Y'all doing real good. If you just come in, if you haven't smashed it, please smash that like button and let us continue. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank y'all for y'all continued support, whether it be being here, encouraging words, even financial support. Thank y'all for everything, getting the word out to other people. We thank you for that. Now, excuse me, I had to cough right there, family. Your feedback matters. As you can see, the way we work here is about feedback, exchange of information, support, encouragement. No matter how you feeling this day or night, we here for you, This is a support group. That I am the facilitator, making sure everybody's straight, whether that be when it comes to the knowledge, when it comes to encouragement, when it comes to just being there and connecting with each other for needs that we have. Now, our regularly scheduled live streams are on Sundays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. We do have unscheduled live streams. They may occur randomly, but most of them we've been doing on Tuesdays. So keep out for Tuesday. Please click on your notifications so you'll be notified. All right. Now, next, I want to apologize to Mr. International. He gave us a $100 donation, a $100 donation. Let me correct with my Southern accent there. And I wasn't able to reflect it on the screen, but we appreciate his support. If you would like to contact us, well, maybe if you want to donate, we have our PayPal, htownvetnorthside@gmail.com. We have our Cash App, $htownvet Northside. If you want to go to our YouTube channel and see some of our videos or other live streams that we've done, go to our handle at htownnorthside.com, at htownvet Northside. Now, hopefully I didn't say, just do it how it reflected here, because I may have been a little confusing there, but make sure, just as you see it on the screen here, if you want to do contact me or donate. And then the email is the best way to communicate with me, htownvetnorthside@gmail.com. I will eventually respond to you. No problem. Sometimes the, how can I say it? The emails don't come through in a timely manner. I have a trouble with delay on that. So if I haven't got back to you, it's just because sometimes it's a little slow on upload. Now, we here trying to build the H-Town brand, and the H-Town brand is centered around veterans. It's centered around supporting what veterans' needs are, to encourage veterans to make sure we are focused. Got to do this for new veterans coming in. We want to give a shout out to Just Oxtail Soul Food here in Houston, Texas. This our brother is a veteran-owned business, has a veteran-owned business, and he's been there at least 20, 30 years, if not more. And the food is consistently good and of high quality. Now, and also, what you were saying earlier, Chief Mike, here's information for veteran policy plug. His name is Chester, all right, Fantroy. So here's his national ID number. Also has the states that he's licensed in, which includes Georgia, Michigan, Ohio, Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, and Virginia, and Tennessee too. Now, and here's his license number. So here's his contact information if you want to reach out. And brother, he's a veteran also. Now let us continue. If you haven't done so far, please hit the like button. Please like, share it with others. Please do that. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you. Now, new releases that we just put out. We just put out the one. It was a barn burner. We went through talking about community care in the VA hospital. And we had some great information because this went into a lot of the things that not just male veterans go through, but female veterans go through. From the women veterans, I learned a lot about what if a veteran that's 50% to 100% disabled, can they get pregnancy paid for by the VA? They don't do them at the VA hospital, but they actually they send them to outside, to community care, to give birth and prenatal care and all of that, and learn so much about other women's needs. So if you're a female veteran or you have a spouse that is one, or even a dependent, let them know about the programs that the VA offer. Watch this live stream. All right. Now, we also did a live stream on the PACT Act and toxic exposure. Watch that. Before that video was over, we had over the PACT Act. We had over almost 200 views while it was still on. Very popular video. Now, our brother said, Chief Mike said, thank you. No problem. You can play it back. Now, if you want to know more about mental health ratings, where you either want to get service connected for mental health condition because you believe you have one or you're not sure, go in here and watch this live stream and you'll learn what the mental health conditions that can be service connected and those that cannot be service connected with this live stream. And you can find out what symptoms get you a certain percentage with the VA. All that's broken down step by step. Now, in about almost less than 12 days, we're going to be receiving our next month. Those of us that's service connected and receive VA disability compensation, you will be receiving your VA compensation rating if you have a increase. If you have a 10 to 100% rating, 0% ratings do not get monetary compensation, but you are service connected. Now, this is for the 2025 year. Now, if you're 100%, you're going to be receiving $3,831.30 up from $3,737.85 for 2024. All right. So we did a little comparison chart here. I think he said thank you, and I want to say thank you. You're welcome, brother. And I'm sure Veteran Policy Plug is grateful also. We are. Thank you, brother. Now, let us continue. And you want to learn about the different rates, different benefits for the different VA compensation rates at a scheduler level. All right. For scheduler ratings, watch our video and live stream VA compensation benefits from 0 to 100%. If you just come into the room, or if you didn't have a chance to do so, please smash that like button. New rules, family. Now, do y'all think that the VA has changed any rules since Tuesday, since the last time we were here? Let's find out. Huh? I got to pull that up. We got to see what's going on. Anybody got anything to say? You got a minute to say a few chats if you need to. But we're going to pull that up because we want to know. We about to go in here and see if the VA have any new rules. They're changing rules every day. Huh? They're changing rules every day. So what we're going to do is find out, have they changed any rules in the last couple of days? So this is the only place that you can come and get this type of information. All right, let me see what I got here. So we're gonna learn this together. I'm gonna pull this up on the screen. Give me a second. All right, now we're gonna pull this up. So family, we're about to see it. I'm not even looking. We're gonna see this together. We're gonna see if they changed any rules. Okay, here we go, family. Let's look. Let's look. On the 18th, what's the day? On December 18th, they changed the rule. The day the 19th, they changed the rule yesterday or modified it, right? So let me get that. So what we see is, what did they update? They changed 3 rules on the 18th, family. That's why y'all got to come here. So let's start with the first one they changed yesterday, December 18th. And this is dealing with evidence evaluation and decisions for post-traumatic stress disorder claims related to personal trauma. This is in addition to what they were doing. Matter of fact, on the 16th, they did something similar, dealing with personal trauma, mainly dealing with MST, which is military S trauma, right? Military sexual trauma. I can't repeat that word too many times. Now, here we go. Then we have on the 18th, they messing with the code sheet, family. Another thing happened on December 18th, yesterday. They busy around the holidays. They can't fill out no claims, but they sure can change some rules, can't they? They updated the M21-1, the manual that they go by, dealing with the code sheet, the VA, the code sheet section. And what was it dealing with? And a lot of this is dealing with military S trauma. So they kind of keep into the same topic. Update MS second signature required for decision review officer. So you got to have more than one signature to get a decision review officer to look over, I guess, an appeal for MST. Now, interested, but that's kind of in-house law change. Now let's go up here. This one deals with the last one from yesterday, deals with an initial withdrawal of initial claim. So if you have an initial claim, update and remove outdated information from the withdrawal claim procedure, meaning they just dealing with in-house stuff, right? So we good on that. Now let us continue. Now, let us continue, family. Back to the drawing board here. New rules, we went over what's coming up. And now, as you can see, we just covered the laws constantly changing. That's what we get out of this. We just checked it. There's 3 laws changed or modified dealing with VA compensation and veteran benefits yesterday. So you need to come here because we're giving you the information, not excitement and fluff. We're going to have some fun while we do this, but that's the way it is. Now, let's see what our family's saying right quick. Veteran Policy Plug. Chief, what state are you in? And then Roland Lawson, our brother in here, new rules on aid and attendance. Yes, indeed. We went over that a little while ago. And if you need us, brother Roland, to go into more detail about it, we will. Let us know, okay? Everybody show love to brother Roland Lawson being in here. He's very good when it comes to breaking these laws down and giving very opinionated. I learned so much from the brother. And we be going into it sometime. Now, listen, Chief Mike say he lives in Georgia. And Veteran Policy Plug say, oh, yes, I got you. I'm in Georgia also. Wow, y'all in the same state. Man, where you at right now, Roland? Where you at? And I want to know, my sister, where my sister at? Bionic Woman. How's that knee doing, Bionic Woman? Let us know. She's recovering from knee replacement, okay, on a service connected. And then Veteran Policy Plug say, hey, Brother Roland. I forgot where you at, Brother Roland, if you told us now. Now, we're going to continue here. Now, like we said, we're going to be covering this big tug of war that's going on in Congress and going on with the VA about should we go to the VA hospital? Should we go to community care? Or should we have the option to go to both? That's what we're talking about. Now, Bionic Woman say, hello, Mr. Lawson. And then Brother Roland Lawson says, Phoenix now with my grandkids. That's what it's all about, partner. You understand? I don't have none yet, but one of these days. Oh, now let us continue, family. We're doing good. Now we're going to do this reaction video, family, okay? We already getting to it, right? We're going to do this reaction video, which is a continuation of the reaction video we did yesterday. So, family, let us know, what is the temperature where you at right now? Because we like knowing these things. How's the weather where you at? Do y'all have any weather trouble? Because I know what they said, it might have been a storm in Hawaii. Let us know what's going on, family. Tell us how you're doing. How many of you are traveling? How many of you just stayed at home? Let us know, family. Inquiring minds want to know. And if you give me a chance, I get a chance to let me know how that knee doing, Bionic Woman. We really want to make sure that you are straight, my sister. And we're going to get ready to go. We're going to watch different clips. And you stay as long as y'all can, because we're going to be going over this information. All right, family? We went over some of it last time. Okay. Now let me see what we got. So, family, go ahead and communicate. I'm going to go get some water. Give me a moment here, and I appreciate you. Sister Bionic Woman say, just started physical therapy on my knee. Dallas will be cold tonight, 37 degrees. Wow. Now, let me see. Yes, indeed. So we're going to get ready to get started on this thing. Am I at the right place? Yes, I am. So, family, give me a moment to go get some water, and we're going to get to this here. Now, brother Roland said, I will be in my second home in Puerto Rico after the first of the year. Okay. He got it like that. He said, Roland says it's 82 degrees here in Phoenix. And Veteran Policy Plug says, stay home, 44 degrees in Georgia. Wow. That's pretty high. Now, we're going to turn this music off, family, so we can listen to what they're saying. And we're going to go through this information. So we appreciate y'all for being here, supporting us. And we're going to get through some of this information. We're actually going ahead of time because we covered the first 40 minutes, almost 40 minutes in the last live stream. So if you want to catch up, go back and watch that when we're done, and we appreciate it. So what we were saying, this is a reaction video where we're going to interact, participate, and talk about it, okay? Now, fair use. So this is for educational purposes, trying to help veterans understand about their benefits, how the laws related to their benefits affect them. So fair use as far as using this video. Now, look, Costa said, hello, family, and my Dominican friend. Oh, I got to come up on the screen, Costa. I am not Dominican, man. Look, you messing around. They already deporting people down here in Houston. Did you hear what I said? They already deporting, man. I don't even want to leave the house because y'all be joking. They might be watching, then I'll be doing this live stream from somewhere. And I think, hold on. Somewhere in the Dominican Republic, and I don't even speak Spanish. I'll be over there with my fellow brothers and sisters, though. It's all good. Bionic Woman says, hi, Coasty. Now, great job. So fair use, family, for the Congress committee hearing that we're about to go over. Now, Roland says, my wife is a VSO. She is having a great month. 3 new Hundo members and 4 new 80 to 90% benefits members. Congratulations to your wife helping them and to the people that receive the benefits. And he say, hey, Coach, the LOL, they be getting on me. I don't know where they started with that. I'm Black American, y'all. For those, I ain't got no problem with nobody being anything else, but I don't want all my paperwork say Black American. I don't want to get caught up. Them talking about I'm a fraudulent. I was born in Jefferson Davis Hospital, the leader of the Confederacy. No paperwork doctored here. Now, Coasty said, hi, Bionic Woman. Add Veteran Policy Plug and Veteran Policy Plug. Yes, indeed, family. Y'all just make me feel good. That's what we have to do. We got to have fun with each other. Now, let me see here. Now that we did that, let's see what are we're going to be covering, like we said, the struggle between the two. All right, let's see if I got these slides in order. And with the struggle between, should you have community care where you go to private doctors or the VA? The VA seems like, let's see what they want you to do. And let's see what the congressmen want, the congressmen and congresswomen. So let's talk about it. All right, let me pull this up full screen. So the big thing is specialists. The reason most veterans go outside the VA is because the VA healthcare system does not have all of the things that veterans need to get proper treatment, right? And that's understandable because it's just one hospital system. Now, you might have special back issues that need to be dealt with that the VA facilities may not accommodate. You may get pregnant, and we already talked about female veterans that if they get pregnant, that's disabled in particular, because all the healthcare is covered if they have a 50% to 100% rating, that they have to go to community care to get prenatal care and other things dealing with prenatal care, even childbirth, and other things related to women's health. Now, and two, you got to understand, sometimes you may have a illness or a condition that's so severe, it may take a specialized team that they don't have at the VA hospital that has to go over your condition, because it may be a rare illness or something of that sort that takes somebody who specializes in that rare illness, right? And sometimes it's just all that paperwork. All that paperwork. You understand? All that paperwork. That medical paperwork. Now, so when you have somebody helping you, whether it's the VA or outside, they got to have the skills, right? Meaning they trained in doing this. Then the ability to properly use those skills, right? And the knowledge of all of this. Now, let's see what they're saying here. We got Roland Lawson, 100% vet member, received $58,000 back pay money. Wow. Great Christmas blessing. Man, if you need a ride to the bank, let me know. That is real good. Now, look what Brett says. How is Frog Princess and Thumper and Mr. International and Major Boomer and Chaplain Davis and the knee on Bionic Woman? She says she's doing rehab right now, so she might tell you more. And Love, Tariq, how school going? Military Mike, how are you, brother? And Big Dog, H-Town, woo! We up in the house. You know what's up. Now, let us continue, family. That's the way we want to stop right there. Okay. Give me a second here. And as we said, fair use, fair use. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, yeah, that is what I meant to do. So number one, we're going to be talking about, the first section that we're going to be talking about is dealing with veteran having a choice. It's going to deal with HR 214, which dealing with a service-connected disabled veteran being able to use TRICARE, which is a retiree health care that if you did 20 years of active, credible years in the military, that you can use TRICARE. Well, they're trying to pass a bill that disabled veterans can use it also. I don't know what the requirement is, and that's what we're going to try to clear up tonight. All right, so let's go into number one. We're going to go into it, then we'll talk about it. Give me a second to pull the bill up. All right, I got it, so let's play.
I was starting. Thank you very much, Representative Malloy. The chair now recognizes Representative Stubbe to speak on his bill, H.R. 214.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And thank you for the opportunity to address the committee today. I've worked on this piece of legislation for years, and it's an honor to have the opportunity to explain it to you. My bill is the Veterans True Choice Act, which would give veterans true choice in their healthcare decisions. Time and time again, the VA has failed to meet the healthcare needs of our nation's veterans. Reports of neglect and outright malpractice by the VA have resulted in unnecessary suffering for our veterans. Far too often, veterans in my district contact me to share shocking and horrifying accounts of their experiences seeking care at VA facilities. Last year, a veteran in my district lost his eyesight in his right eye because the VA refused his community care until it was too late. His community care ophthalmologist even told him that he had come in just a month earlier, his vision could have been saved. The VA's negligence is literally blinding veterans, emblematic of a system drowning in bureaucracy and malfeasance. Even worse, mental health care has been an outright disaster in the VA. Veterans in crisis are succumbing to their own despair because the VA fails to provide timely and effective mental health care when veterans need it the most. Attempts to improve the VA's mental health care have been insufficient to make any lasting improvements for the systematic mental health crises impacting veterans nationwide. Veterans are tired of the endless barrage of excuses and inaction, and we owe it to our nation's veterans to ensure they receive the care they rightfully deserve. Veterans who've sacrificed for their country earned and deserve top quality medical care that meets their unique needs. It's time we give veterans true choice in accessing health care that works best for them. My bill would accomplish just that by empowering service-connected disabled veterans with the ability to continue receiving care through the VA, or allow them to access patient private healthcare providers through TRICARE Select and TRICARE for Life. This VA and DoD partnership will improve VA's ability to help veterans select the healthcare program that is right for their healthcare needs.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everybody show love. This is my brother's birthday tonight, but we're going to get to Roland here. Our brother Roland Lawson said, and let me know if I'm saying it right. Is it Roland or Roland? Let me know. Our brother says the new bill extends the community care program. How you feel about it, Brother Roland? Do you think they're going to pass it? Are you in favor of it? Now, there's several from what I see here. There's about 3 or 4 bills, or if not more. Now, Rose City D, this one I knew, brothers, he said, good evening, Mr. H-Town. Enjoyed my birthday. Tell me where you went. What did you eat? Let us know what kind of presents you got, and what did you do? Now, happy birthday, my brother. Happy birthday. Now, your birthday was today, right? Rose City D say, Bionic Woman, hello? Rose City says, Benny, what's up? I think I'm saying it right. And then Benny say, what's up, Rose City? Happy birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to our brother. Bionic Woman say happy birthday, Rose City D. Happy birthday. Hi. Now look what we got in the house. We got to come up with that brother happy birthday too. And we're going to do it just like this. We're going to put clips, and then we're going to, when I get to something interesting, I'm going to talk about it, read y'all chat, then we're going to get back to the video. Mr. International, I'm trying to come up on the screen. First, to wish our brother, Rose City, a happy birthday. Thank you, brother. And then to say, I'm get back now, Mr. International says, salute. Salute, my brother, salute. And then Brett says, thank you, Coasty, for Dominican update. Man, y'all gonna get me out of here. Did y'all hear what I said? I love all my people, but I don't want to be falsely accused of being something I'm not. I'm a Black American, a descendant of freemen. They're taking people from Houston right now. Literally, there's been 3 to 5 people already a whole family, and 3 other people in criminal behavior. So y'all try to make me nervous. Now listen what he said. Roland say, call me what you like. Just don't call me late for supper. This is what I'm talking about, brother. Benny say, Brett. Then Veteran Policy Plug say, happy birthday. Then Mr. International say, salute to everyone. We want to say thank you, Mr. International. We didn't put it on the slide, but we let everybody know he gave us a $100 donation on the last time we had the video, and we appreciate your continued support and everybody that supports us financially and otherwise that just come in here support. Thank you. Now, Coasty say happy birthday, Rose City D. Then Mr. International say happy birthday, Rose City. And then Brother Lawson said happy birthday, brother, Rose City. Then Bionic Woman say attention. Mr. International is in the room. Tench Hut. We thank him for blessing so many people and being such an encouragement and continued supporter. He's always here helping all the veterans and everything. Now, Coasty say, okay, Mr. International and Brett. Now, Rose City says birthday was today. No presents, just lots of love and wishes. They say it's old lady, because that's a Southern term for us Black folks. Old lady cooked me steak and shrimp. He didn't say shrimp, he say scrimp. That's Black folks talk, son. See, how would I know that if I was Dominican? And potatoes and asparagus ate well, brother. You know what's up. My daughter and nieces was there doing that mesquite chicken and rice and different stuff like that. I appreciate them. Now, Mr. International says, laugh, Bionic Woman. Veteran policy plug, say salute. Now, Brett says salute, Benny. And then our brother Rose City D chat for the birthday wishes. Yes, indeed. Now, Chief Mike says happy birthday to my fellow. What did you say? What is that? What is that? I don't know. I forget how to pronounce that word. Sagittarius. Okay. I make sure I never seen the word, but I know it's Sagittarius. Okay. Now listen, brother Rollins said, I think if we help all vets, but mainly small town vets that live a long way from the VA. Yes, that's what they're talking about here tonight. Now, Mr. International say, Chief Mike, veteran policy plug. Let me tell y'all something, family. Do you know how much that y'all have helped my life? How I've been wanting to express myself for years, but y'all gave me a platform to do so. And I thank you for that. I wasn't about to cry or nothing. I was clearing my thought, but I did get a little emotional. But I thank y'all. This time I wasn't about to cry. Oh boy. They had me crying all the way back to the Dominican Republic, right? Thumper say, good evening, family. Then Rose City say, only excitement was going to the VA today. He said, on your birthday, man, you went to the VA on your birthday. Man, I've been on there on my birthday before too. Veteran policy plug. Good evening, Thumper. We Thumper, are we in the table flipping mood tonight? Now, Brett says, Thumper in the house. Thumper says, Brett, how was Checkers today? Y'all better stay getting some of them big quality things. Y'all going, they going to them little regular food places. Take your lady there. I bet she gonna fall out with you. Oh, I wish I would take a woman to Popeyes. You know, we eat that sometime, but I'm talking, baby, we going out to eat somewhere big. And then I take her to Popeyes. What Chris Rock say? Yeah, I'm gonna take you McDonald's. I'll let you supersize it. Now, Thumper say, hey, policy plug. Now that we're caught up, we're about to get right back to the business, family. Let's hear what these the Congress people and the 2 VA representatives are saying. And we'll get back to that chat in a minute. Let's do this.
And in a district like mine, I don't have a VA hospital in my district. So veterans have to travel hours to get anything more than primary care. And those hours can be impactful in someone's healthcare. So giving somebody true choice and the ability to have TRICARE to go in the community that they have to get the healthcare they need when they need it, I think would be tremendous. To give you an example, the hospital that I would have to go to if I do utilize the VA for healthcare, the hospital that is assigned to me is called Bay Pines. Bay Pines has a 1-star rating by the CMS. So our own government, CMS, is rating that hospital as a failing hospital. The hospital down the road, 20 minutes from my house, is a 5-star rated hospital. Sarasota Memorial Hospital has a trauma center and all of that. So giving veterans the ability to use TRICARE to go where they need to go, when they need to go, I think will save billions of dollars and give healthcare outcomes to our veterans that are much better than what we have today. This bill isn't about dismantling the VA, because that's not what it would do. It's about giving every service-connected disabled veteran access to the highest quality care they are so rightfully due. It's time to put veterans first and give them a true choice to find care that best meets their needs. And I yield back.
Thank you, Representative Stubbe. As is my practice, I'll reserve my time until all other members have had a chance to ask their questions. I now
Okay, family. Now, he was talking about, for those who just came into the room, the congressmen were talking about, and tell me what y'all opinion is on it. So this is the first one we cover, and we cover 9 different sections. I broke it down into. The first topic is service-connected veterans using TRICARE, using TRICARE and, TRICARE, 2 parts of TRICARE. TRICARE True Choice. Let me see what it not. Let me make sure I'm right. Come on. Oh, TRICARE Select and TRICARE Life. So he's talking about making that available to disabled veterans. Here's my concern, family. And let me come up on the screen. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this. Now, they're talking about allowing disabled veterans who have service-connected disabilities that's rated by the VA regional office, VA, VBA, Veterans Benefit Administration, to be able to go and use TRICARE. Because under CHAMP VA, if you're 100%, that only goes to the dependents, not to the veteran. But if a veteran is a retiree and a disabled veteran, they have to use TRICARE, right? Now, here's the thing. They're trying to make it where disabled veterans will have the opportunity, those of us that are not retired, to be able to go out there and use TRICARE Select or TRICARE Life. How y'all feel about that? And they saying for service-connected disability, this is what worried me. Once you get 50%, the VA covers all your disabilities. So will I be able to go outside the VA for all my disabilities or only for the ones that are service-connected? Huh? That's my question. I'm not clear. Will the VA use TRICARE for service-connected disability or for all treatment that the veteran qualifies for at the VA hospital? So even though I'm not service-connected, let's say I'm service-connected for PTSD, but they'll treat my leg, ankles, arms, any other ailments. If I go outside using TRICARE, will they only count my PTSD under TRICARE, or will I be able to get other physical injuries that I'm not service connected for? Can I get treatment for that too? Tell me if y'all understand what I'm saying. Help us out here. Now we're going to get to, and I'm going to get y'all questions. Brett say, went to Popeyes, Thumper, thank you. Thumper say, no, I showed out at the gym this morning, talking about flipping tables. Now I'm paying for it. Oh boy. Couldn't even enjoy this beautiful day on wheels. Wow. Now, he said, let me see what he got here. Thumper says, Miss Bionic Woman, how's your knee? And she was saying that she's doing rehab right now, earlier. Thumper say, did everyone see the increase in the compensation? I don't think we got our check for this month, have we? We got checks early or something? Now, or did y'all check on the line or some kind of way? Rather, it's about time, for them to do something. Y'all, how y'all feel about that TRICARE? Here we go. Roland says, it will take pressure of the VA hospital system. It would take pressure off, I guess he means off the VA hospital if they had like TRICARE. Well, we can move around, especially somebody mentioned the rural veterans earlier. This would really give them opportunity. See, this deals with two things. The VA having these appointments backs up is too far out, and veterans living too far, right? But we're going to talk about that in the next one. Now, look what he say. No, that's not going to work. Private providers can't itemize your health care. Wow. But what if they do it through the TRICARE system, Mr. International? That's because that's right. TRICARE is not hooked to the VA, is it? TRICARE is not hooked to the VA, is it? Now, but check this out. Veterans that are 100%, they can go to the VA hospital even if they have TRICARE, right, Mr. Our brother Thumper? Can't you go to the VA hospital? Do you have to tell them about your TRICARE or anything? Let us know. Now, Bionic Woman say, Thumper started physical therapy today. Good. Thumper said, I'm retired and I want to keep the non-retired riffraff out. I'm joking. I wish that the system would allow U.S. us to choose. Oh, y'all like choice, huh? Now, boy, let's get back to it. Family, I appreciate y'all. Let's see what they talking about over here. We already went over the law, family, so let me get this back up. Let's see what the Congress lady. Remember, she is a veteran, I think about 24-year retired veteran. Her husband did almost 30 years, and she's a physician also. This is Dr. Miller Meeks. So we have about 2 doctors today that are congresswomen. So when they talk to the VA, one of the VA representatives is a doctor. You understand? So they're able to talk and break it down, tell them, because they know from the inside how it works. Let's get back to this.
Recognize Ranking Member Brownlee for 5 minutes for any questions she may have.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ms. Peabody, thank you for being here. One provision of Chairman Bose's bill, the Complete the Mission Act, codifies VA's existing community care designated access standards and bars VA telehealth appointments from being factored into veterans' community care eligibility. I'm referring to the wait time and drive time standards that make veterans.
Hey, family, before we go into that, we got to go to number 2. I'm sorry. So before we do that, so we're going to start, we're going to hear what she's saying. Let's see, 42. And we're going to pull up our screen here. And we covered number 1. We're dealing with service connection. We're going over number 1. And I'm going to read y'all chat. Then I'm going to go to number 2. Apologize for that. So I'm trying to do this orderly. So they have to have a service-connected disability to use the TRICARE, okay, if this law is approved. So that's one thing. Then on top of that, like I say, it's TRICARE Select and TRICARE Life. So some of the retirees are talking about it right now. I'm about to read the information. Now we're going to go to number 2 here in a second and see what they're talking about. And number 2, but we're going to wait on, let me not confuse. We're going to stay on, we're finishing up number 1. Then we're going to cover number 2. Let me get the information because y'all are chatting away. He say, nah, they can't provide itemized. Let's see where I'm at. Chief Mike says, I'm retired as well, and I prefer using TRICARE because I don't trust the VA. Plus, the VA is too far from where I live. Is it a shame or not to y'all? Tell me if this is a shame or not. Talk to me, family. Is it a shame that some veteran like D-Law has to go all the way? D-Law has to go all the way to doggone another state to get treatment because the VA hospital in his state is farther away than the one that's in another state. And I think he's living in Illinois. Shame. In the Chicago area. Shame, shame, shame. Now, brother, so you telling me you rather pay your premiums with TRICARE than deal with the VA hospital for free? Talk to me. Now, make that make sense. Now, brother Lawson says they do it already with TRICARE. Okay. Now, Thumper says, speaking of backed up, I had an appointment in July for a dental sleep apnea device. That's interesting. Never heard of that. Okay, that's a new one. I didn't sign up for TRICARE. Interesting. You didn't. Why you didn't, if you don't mind telling us? That's interesting. Now let's go to the second thing we're going to talk about today. The topic cover is wait times and travel distances. What the Congress lady is getting into. The second Congress lady is getting into. Let's talk about that. All right. Now, let's do it. So this is the second thing. We were talking about service connection and TRICARE. Now we're going to talk about the wait times. That's another reason people want to go to community care. Wait times and distances from the VA. Let me get this on the screen. I got so many screens, so y'all be patient with me, okay? I don't want to click the wrong thing off.
Only for 5 minutes for any questions she may have.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ms. Peabody, thank you for being here. One provision of Chairman Bose's bill, the Complete the Mission Act, codifies VA's existing community care designated access standards and bars VA telehealth appointments from being factored into veterans' community care eligibility. I'm referring to the wait time and drive time standards that make veterans eligible for referrals to private sector providers if a VA appointment isn't accessible. Could you elaborate on why VA opposes Section 101 of Mr. Boss's bill, and how do wait times outside of VA compare to those within VA facilities?
Thank you for that question, Ranking Member. VA does not believe that it's necessary to codify our existing regulatory access standards. We believe that such an action would limit our ability to adjust to market forces that warrant, that impact access and require Congress to change the law whenever such a change is warranted. So we'd like the flexibility to be able to make changes to match industry best practices and meet veterans' needs. To address your question about wait times, in general, our wait times within VA are significantly faster than what we see in the community, and that includes both veterans who get care through our community care program, as well as veterans who access care through another mechanism, like through their own insurance. We publish our wait time data on the Access to Care website on www.accesstocare.va.gov. And that really is there to make sure that veterans and their family members can make informed choices about their health care. While there's no apples to apples comparison of how we can look at our wait times within VA and in the community, what we've seen just looking at fiscal year 2024 data, for example, in primary care, we had an average wait time of 24 days compared to 55 days in the community, and that's just for new patients. For established patients across primary care, mental health, and specialty care, our wait times were between 5 and 9 days, and that's about 95% of our consults. For mental health, we had an average wait time of about 20 days within VA, and in the community, that was 39 days. And in specialty care, our average wait times were about 32 days compared to 44 days in the community. And there's several industry studies that point out some of the challenges that industry has across a number of specialties, primary care and mental health, that will show similar high wait times.
Thank you for that. Another question I had for you this morning, VA's Office of Inspector General issued this fraud alert announcing that it is investigating
So family, before we get to the fraud alert, that's going to be number 3. We're going to talk about this, and we're going to catch up on the chat too, right? So let's go back to the information. Number 2, what are we dealing with? The second thing to talk about was wait times. So that's what they were discussing. I tried to break it down. So how are your wait times? How's it with you? Before I get into that, let me catch up on the chat information. Let's see. Rollins say they do it already with TRICARE. Thumper say backed up. We said that. D say, hey, y'all. Everybody showing D love. And Brett say, hi, D. What's up? And then Chief Mike say, I don't waste some young persons fresh out of medical school practicing. He said, I don't want some young person fresh out of medical school practicing on me. Who can I sue? Nobody. I don't think you can sue the VA. All you can get at the VA is probably more disability. Your family might be able to get some compensation if you die. Free isn't always good. No, and let me make something clear to y'all. For those of you that don't know, you do not have to let a trainee work on you, a doctor in training. You can refuse it. Now, you know, because remember, outside of many VAs, what word do they use? Campus, right? Campus means school. So a VA the VA is a school. Remember, 70% of all doctors are trained in the VA healthcare system in the United States. Did you hear me? Now, Chief Mike, Mr. National say, that's right, Chief Mike. And then Brett asked me to have cashews. I answered down below. I said no, and then sunflower seeds. Then our brother Lawson said, I have the same appointment for the dental sleep apnea. Never heard of that. Dental sleep apnea device. And it's 5 months from now. Too long. Would you prefer to go to an outside doctor for that, Brother Lawson? Now, Chief Mike says the VA hospital took my grandfather, cousin, and a good friend. And I don't even want a Band-Aid or a tissue from them. Yeah, I understand, brother. I lost a cousin over there, a Vietnam veteran cousin. I know. Now, Thumper says, Brother Lawson, crazy, right? And then Brother Lawson, he said, hell yes. Now, family, we're going to pull it up and we're gonna do this here. We're going to go over the information that just talked about dealing with wait times. And then we're going to get into the fraud alerts that they're talking about. All right? Let's do it. Hold on, I had it all the way up there. So I'm giving a slide on it. I'm just going over the stuff they just covered. Y'all talked about dental appointment. Look what I got as a slide, dental appointments. Is your dental appointments too far out? Is it too long? Is your other medical appointments too long? Or y'all doing good? You know, the VA scheduling you 6 months out, 5 months out, like one of the veterans just said. Now, that's one thing to have, scheduling veterans, not getting them in a timely manner, you know. Wait times are long. And let me tell you something, for those you don't know, you can go to the VA. If you're not getting treatment and you don't have any outside doctors, you don't have to wait on no appointment. You go to the VA emergency room. That's where I go if I'm really sick or I'm in a crisis. Now, let's get to the fraud that they're talking about. All right? Let's get to the fraud that let's see what kind of fraud going on right now. Well, I think some healthcare companies are trying to target veterans, family. Huh? Come on. Am I right? Let's do this here. All right. Let me see what we got.
Allegations that certain drug and alcohol rehabilitation facilities are attempting to exploit veterans for profit through various unethical and illegal practices. Do you share these IG's concerns?
Yes, we share those concerns, and we are actively working with the IG on a number of investigations.
And have you seen for yourself, or the VA has seen for itself, some evidence of this in VA's community care program at all?
Thank you for that question. We are working in collaboration with the IG on several open investigations, and so we'll continue to partner with them as well as with our third-party administrators.
She don't answer no questions. She asked her a question and she dodged it. Is that me? Or did she answer the question, the VA representative? She's talking about who she working with, who she lived with, who she went to the store with, but she's not talking about the fraud and they know about it. Either you say I know or I don't know.
Very good. I know in Mr. Boss's, Chairman Boss's bill, he increases the number of veterans receiving substance use treatment from private sector providers. Do you know, I don't know offhand, but do you know if his bill includes any safeguards that would keep scammers like the ones the IG is investigating out of the program?
I'd like to hand that to Dr. Scavella.
Yes, so thank you for that question. I'd actually have to study the contents of his bill to make sure that all of those types of concerns are included. We would want to make sure that veterans are being appropriately screened and brought into healthcare to make sure that it's appropriate. We have, and Ms. Peabody has experienced some concerns with some self-referrals and some predatory organizations that have taken advantage of our veterans.
So I don't have much time left, but I do want to point this out, is that VA's rate of spending on emergency care has increased steeply since 2020, when the department decided to start processing the majority of emergency care claims under the same payment authority that applies.
We're going to get to emergency care. We're going to take breaks so we can catch up on the chat. Bionic Woman said, hi, D. And we're going to go over the fraud section. All right. So fraud, that's the third section. Yes. Have anybody ever solicited to you to try to join their healthcare system right outside the VA hospital? There was 2 women that used to be out there saying, you're a disabled vet, or you a veteran receiving healthcare with the VA, come, we can give you home treatment and all that. Have y'all ever had that happen? That happened about, back 2010, 2012. Have y'all ever had some healthcare workers or purporting to be healthcare workers out there saying things like that? And it's going to get juicy toward the end. I don't know if we're going to get to it today, but we're going to keep it going. Y'all can, that's what that is now. So that's the big thing, is the scamming, family. Everybody talking to veterans, even for healthcare. Do you think the hospital is going to scam? And it has to do with good practices. Does the VA have good practices, family, when it comes to our healthcare? What would you rate them? What percentage would you give them in good practices? Would you give them from when it comes to your overall healthcare at the VA hospital? What percentage would you give them? Would you fail them? Anything under 70 is failing. I might give them a 70. I don't know. They close to failing with me. I give them a 70. What would you give the VA on quality of care for veterans? 1 out of 10, from 0 to 100%. Let us know. So good practices. Are they doing good things? And let me tell you something. Them talking about fraud at the VA, that's like what? That's like that's like the Fox Garden, the hen house. The VA talking about people taking advantage of veterans. And I'm talking about even the VA hospital. This brother said, Chief Mike say, he had family members that didn't make it out of the VA. And I do too. Now, so D say he give them about 50%. Chief say, I've never been treated by the VA. Wow. That speaks for itself, doesn't it? Now, our brother Josie, everybody show love to Josie. He say 3 out of 4, 75%. Our product, everybody's coming home, family. Do y'all hear this? Show love to Josie. Okay, Thumper say 45%. Thumper, if you had to choose between TRICARE, and I think you haven't filed for it, I don't know why. If you had to choose between TRICARE and the VA, because you are a retiree, the VA healthcare system, which would you choose if they say you can only pick one? Now, which you don't have to. Now, Brother Lawson said, I like my doctor. I would give them 90%. So with the, okay, everybody. As y'all come in here, family, do us a favor, and we would really appreciate it if you're just coming into the room. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Now, let's see what we have. Chief Mike says, what's up, Josie? And then Veteran Policy Plug say, hey, Josie. And then we got our brother Rose City. My VA is good. My doctors are good. So from what I'm gathering, it depends on the relationship you have with your doctor, right? So that seems to be a determining factor. It's not just the quality of the building, how everything they have in the building. So you saying it's very important to have good relationships with the medical staff that's serving you your treatment. Great job. So now let us continue, family. Let me see what we got here. Let me see if I missed. Did I go over the fraud? I think I went over the fraud. Now we about to go over the emergency calls for non-service connected conditions. So if you go outside the VA system, let's say you get an emergency call or something like that, and you have to go outside the VA. Let's talk about it. You understand? I mean, you go on emergency, you have to be rushed to the emergency room, and you don't have service connection, or where the VA will back you up and pay for the bill. That's something we got to consider, family. So let's do this. Let me see. And then I'm going to read what he got in the chat. So that's the fourth thing we're going to be covering. When you got them past due bills, because the VA won't pay that bill. Huh? Brother Roland say, it depends on your primary doctor. My primary doctor is good and fine looking. Uh-oh, he in there got his mind on how cute she is. Do your lady know that? Now, Chief Mike says, I'm willing to bet that according to your zip code, I'm willing to bet that according to your zip code determines your quality of care. Now, that's wild. That's heavy, brother. Now, Thumper, I wouldn't disagree with you. Thumper say, I think I would go to TRICARE. I'm still new to the VA universe. Okay. Because I asked him if he had to choose between the VA and TRICARE, since Congress is trying to make it where veterans that are disabled vets can actually access TRICARE. That's interesting, where we'll be able to go outside the VA and get treatment through the TRICARE system, TRICARE Life and TRICARE Select. Now, that's what they're saying here in Congress, but we don't know if the bill is going to pass. There's actually a few bills. Now, this is what Thumper said in continuing. I may be expecting too much from them. I know with TRICARE, I will have a larger network to be seen with. Yeah, now that's true. But you might have some out-of-pocket costs too. Does that worry you, Thumper, that with TRICARE, you're going to have some out-of-pocket costs? Let us know. Now, Brother Lawson says, my primary doctor also has her own private practice outside the VA. Now, let me ask you, brother, can you go to a private practice or not? If she's working with you at the VA, are you restricted from, is she restricted from helping patients that are at the VA? Let us know how that go, if you're able to pay. Now, let us continue, family. Did I go over it? What did we say we going over? The bills. Let's do this here. I hope this is making sense the way we're doing it.
Applies to non-emergency use, is my understanding. VA is now spending about $8 billion a year on these claims. And while I certainly support VA being the primary payer on claims related to veterans' service-connected disabilities, I think we need to take a closer look on how VA covers emergency care claims that are unrelated to service connection conditions. I think we need to be as responsive in those situations. But would you agree with that? And do you think we need to dig deeper for better solutions?
See, that's the trick bag for me, because what about conditions that are unrelated to service? If they just focus on conditions that are related to service connection, that can be a problem. What about, because like I say, I'm service connected for mental health. What about my physical ailments that I'm not service connected for? Will I have to pay if I go to the emergency room and the VA say, no, I'm not going to pay through TRICARE or whatever? That concerns me. Now let's see what Josie says. Been trying to get a sleep study through community care with Emory University in Atlanta for 1 year. Wow. And it's been canceled 3 times because the community care, but because of the communication between the VA and Emory. And we're going to talk, that's one of our topics, is talking about how there's bad communication when it comes to the VA talking with other outside medical facilities and sharing medical records with these private hospitals through community care. The VA ain't good at that. They send you there, but they're not going to give them the medical records they need to help you in many cases. Now, Josie says, haven't had a primary for a year and a half because every time I get one, they quit and leave the VA. Yeah, you know what? Yes, indeed. You need to go to your patient advocate and see what they hit at the VA, at your VA hospital. They have different clinics. Your clinic, go over there and get your see, can you do that? Okay. See if they can help you. Anybody here have any suggestion for Josie? Now let us 48. Now look what Mr. International says. Have you contacted VA patient advocacy? That's what I'm saying. Check with patient advocacy. He's thinking just like me. Now, Bonnie Kwama say, hi, Jose. I mean, Josie. Now, yes, indeed. Now, let's get back to this. This is some good information. I'm enjoying it myself.
Thank you for that question. We do agree that the current legislative authorities that we have, as well as any administrative actions that we could take to streamline, would be a bit of a patchwork quilt, so to speak. And so we're very open to talking with committee staff about how we could streamline some of our emergency care authorities.
Thank you, and I yield back, Madam Chair.
So now let me get back on the bills, because they're trying to streamline. But if we get out there caught and we don't have no health care coverage, and we're not those of us that don't have service, the VA hospital to back us up by paying the bill, we out of pocket, man. And then what happens? You had them past due medical bill. You stressed out. I've been there. Also, when you go to outside doctors, that specialty care, that's why I want to bring up earlier, they have special things that they don't have at the VA, special equipment that they may not have. And that's expensive, especially, and special procedures. Huh? Come on now. That costs money. Now, do you feel like the VA is cutting corners? Tell me what y'all opinion is on that. Do you feel like the VA cut corners when it comes to our health care? Now, let's see what Mr. International says. Mr. International say, contact your congressman about your health care, and I guarantee you'll get an appointment by the end of the month. And keep a copy of your appointment list and show how many has been canceled and rescheduled, Josie. Now, Roland, Brother Lawson says, my doctor gives me any referrals that I ask for, such as golf, rehabilitation therapy, and acupuncture. Now, here's the problem, brother. Not with you. So he said, Mr. Knight, he said, I did 3 times already. Okay. Now, here's the problem. That's a personal experience, Brother Lawson. And if it's not helping everybody, if the system is hit or miss, yeah, I get good service, some treatment too, but not consistently. If it's hit or miss, I got to hit the lottery to get a good doctor. That's not a good system if it's just working for some veterans and not others. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I might be good, but what about everybody else? So that's the concern that we're trying to address, that as a whole are veterans benefiting from it. And that's what counts. Now, here we go. Mr. International says, Yes, the VA cuts corners. Wow. Now let's see what else he say here. He say, why do the VA have to schedule your appointments with community care? Let me read that again. Why do the VA have to schedule your appointments with community care? That's kind of controlling, isn't it? If it's community care, shouldn't you have choice? Now watch this here. Why can't the veterans schedule their own appointments? There go to power play. There go to tug of war. Yes, indeed. Now, if you in here, you come join us, smash that like button, family. Now, Brother Josie says they cut a lot of corners and issues out a lot of bonuses. Lord, that ain't funny, but that's crazy. Huh. Laugh, keep from crying. Now, Bionic Woman say, good thought, Mr. International. Now, here we go. Mr. International say, if a veteran does not have to use a referral within 30 days, the VA will cancel it. Wow. So they talking about when you get referred to community care. So that's great questions, Mr. International. You make us think. Now, Bionic Woman says, Josie, contact the news media. That might be a good one. Now, Brother Lawson says, you are right, Mr. International. Yes, indeed. This is getting heavy here, family. We talking about it. Now, let's get back to the Congress committee hearing because we are learning so much. And let me see, 26. I think we supposed to stop right there. And I need to go to the section that's next that they just covered, okay? They talked about the emergency care, non-care. Did I go over that? Now we need to go to the next section. Let's see what we got here. Now we're going to number 5. And what are they talking about on number 5? Oh, that gossip, that mess, that hearsay. Now we're about to talk about that hearsay. Huh? Breast H-Town, you going to put cookies out for Santa? Now, because Santa came, he didn't leave no presents. He took my woman one year. So Santa might catch a real one over here. Huh? Yeah, talking about what's the Jackson song, Jackson 5 song? Santa, I saw Santa kiss my mama kissing Santa. Now, Lawson say, if you don't ask, you don't get. Well, yeah, but that's not always the case, brother. Just because you're doing good don't mean other people are not doing it the right way. You know, you've had times when things went rocky for you too, right, Brother Lawson? I love Brother Lawson because we be going back and forth with it. You know, I can't have a, well, I'm just saying, well, I got mine, get yours. I don't do that. I couldn't stand it when the baby boomers did it. It made me sick. I got mine, get yours. While everybody else making sure their children have everything. But I got to start from the bottom. I ain't never like that. So I want to make sure everybody getting the help that they, constructive help that they need. And if it's one person they getting the constructive help that they need, I ain't worried about it. You know, yeah, I got mine right now. But what good is that if other people need the help? One day, I'm not going to be able to take care of myself. And if I do that, I got mine. Guess what? Them people, them young people say, I remember you. You told me you had yours, so you handle that. Oh boy, that's how I feel about it. But you bring up some good information. You be poking the bear. Now, Mr. International says there's so much red tape to get community care. And that's another thing, Brother Lawson. Some of us prefer community care. I don't like going to the VA, not just because of the doctors. I prefer to go to community care because I don't want to be bothered with the VA. I've had horrible experiences at the VA, had some good doctors, horrible experience. I've had people that's nasty at them front desks. I've had them schedule me, and I go all the way from where I live there just to find out the appointment was canceled en route. And I'm traveling all the way from Richmond, Texas to Houston, Texas, almost an hour. You understand? Now, listen what he say. You, Mr. International says, you will have to get a new referral through your VA provider and then make another appointment for community care. Now, that's crazy. Now, I wouldn't be happy with that. Now, D says, very good channel. Keep the good coming. So, yes, that's why I need you here more often, Brother Lawson. I know you're busy, but you help bring engagement and you bring a different perspective, and you have a lot of knowledge, and I appreciate you. That's why we need you here, brother. Huh? And I like to chop it up and fuss with you sometime. I missed you, brother. I miss you so much. But we doing this, family. Now let's talk about the VA. Now listen how they do it. The VA, when things ain't going right, they want to throw the community care under the bus when they the ones should be holding themselves responsible. So let's go over that. They over here casting aspersions on community care when they ain't got their house right. You hear me? Now let's see what my brother say. He say, I did say that, bro, but closed mouth won't get fed. Now that's real talk. Now let me get something straight about that. So, Brother Lawson, I have to acknowledge you are right. Let me tell y'all what's right about that. Because a lot of times, if you're not communicating with your doctor, how can they help you? I'm with Brother Lawson on that. How can somebody help you? Look, that's what I say. If a closed mouth will not get fed, if they're asking you what you need and you don't say nothing, how can they help you? Real talk. You're trying to convert me, Brother Lawson. No. No, I got what you said, Fed. I got what you said. We get you. And Mr. Internet, he's right. Yes, he's converting me. I want to fight it. No, I don't want him to be right. I want to be right for once in my life. Man, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I'm stirring up all the trouble because I want you back here, brother. We need you. I know you busy. Try to make it in on Tuesdays and Thursdays when you can. All right? We really appreciate it. He's down with his grandchildren right now. Uh-huh. Now, look what Mr. International says. He said the VA will say veterans don't ask for community health care. This is what they say, that we don't even ask for it. Now, listen what they say. We never told veterans they can't go to the community care. That's what they say. They never tell us, but we don't know to ask about it, do we? Let me tell you the way I learned about community care. I have a good dentist at the VA. He was a very good doctor. And he pulled the paper out with community care. He said, now you got the implants here. Do you want to go get the crowns over here and here? Here's a list. Now, how many times have they pulled a list out to you about community care and saying you can go to these different doctors? Let me ask you this here. If they never pulled a list out to you telling you about community care, your doctors, healthcare providers never told you at the VA about community care and give you a list of names that you could go to for treatment. If they never done that, put a 1 in the chat. Well, if they never done that, put a no, put a N for no. If they have showed you the list, put a Y for yes. I had one doctor do that. One doctor. Huh? I have to put yes, okay? Now, let's talk about them blaming, misrepresenting. Wow. Mr. National said, no, they never showed him a list. They showed me a list. I was surprised. And this happened. What, Thumper? They did this about 45 years ago. And I saw a list, and it was doctors in my area. It was about 20 doctors on there. What you say? And I'm not going to lie to you. They could have done it at the VA, but he wanted me to had the choice to go outside. This happened when Trump was president. I forget. 2000, whatever, 2019 or something like that. Now, Bonnie, woman say, no, hold on. He let me choose. He said, here's a list. Choose what doctor you want to go to do the rest of your dental work. And guess what? They did $10,000 worth of dental work. Okay. Okay. The Mission Act happened in 2018. So when I went in 2019, okay, I got you. So that's part of the Mission Act, me being able to go to these community care doctors. Okay. Yeah, I think I remember that. Brett said none. What about you, brother Lawson? But I think Brother Lawson like his doctors, so it ain't no need for him to go, right? Now let's talk about this next section. Hear about this hearsay in the VA. Now let's get to it. I hope the information has been informative. I hope so.
Thank you, Representative Brownlee. The chair now recognizes Representative Murphy for 5 minutes for any questions he may have.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you guys for convening this meeting. I appreciate the charge of our VA is to take care of all our veterans and be that safety net, be there for everything. However, I just have to push back on the maligning of community care. I'm actually one of those people that has done it for 30 years. And there are two things that I think we just need to understand and agree upon. Number one is community care essentially is specialty care that the VA cannot offer. That's primarily what it is. And specialty care by its definition is more expensive because guess what? Those are specialists. And they oftentimes need surgical intervention, which guess what? Is more expensive. And so just, maligning community care just because it's more expensive, you have to understand why it's more expensive. It tends to be specialty care. I'm a specialist, I'm a surgeon, I'm a specialist. It costs more when you operate on those things. The other thing is wait time. Wait time for primary care out in the community can be long now, but it's even exacerbated now because we have too few specialists in this country. So yes, wait time is longer, but it's because they are specialists. So again, when we're making this discussion, and I hate that it's a pro-con thing because I worked as best as I could always to provide our veterans with the best care. The problem is the VA never followed up. We were never sent records. We were never sent anything. It's a big black box. So it's much more difficult to take care of veterans in the community because the VA doesn't want you to. And I can understand that to a point where you're trying to provide a body of care, but the fact that the VA will sometimes just literally not cooperate at all hurts the veterans. So I think that's important. I think another thing I think that needs to be brought out is Dr. Anal had said earlier they're working on trying to get inefficiency and productivity within the VA system. If a VA doctor sees 7 patients a day when the community would see 25 or 30, that's an issue. So that's an issue within the VA that the VA needs to take care of itself. So just like many of the members of this community, on this committee, I have a ton of it. 1 out of 10 of my constituents is a veteran, and we hear the complaints. So what am I supposed to say to all our veterans who are unsatisfied with the system? That 92%, that's great. That's not what I see. And so if a veteran is referred out or doesn't get into the VA in a correct period of time, what am I supposed to say to them, Ms. Peabody? I mean, there's only so many calls and so many times that we would reach out to say, hey, can you get this person in, et cetera? What am I supposed to say that? Because please don't paint this as a beautiful picture because it's not. That's not what we hear from our constituents.
Thank you. I'd like to turn that to Dr. Scavella.
Yeah, so thank you for that question. So you've raised several concerns that we are working to address. So we are very pleased that in some areas we have done a great deal to improve quality and access to our veterans, but we do recognize that there are pockets in our system where we do need to make improvements. So you raised several concerns. One, we actually do have just under 100,000 veterans who are actually getting primary care in the local community, and I do recognize it as a specialty since I'm an internist. So that is a portion of what we're providing, but you're correct in that for specialty care, for subspecialty care, for surgical care, that is more expensive and the wait times are longer. So we do recognize that and we are working to try to address that both internally.
It doesn't need to address, it's just a fact. And so when you malign the community care and saying, well, you're longer wait times, well, it's because everybody has longer wait times to see a specialist. That's all. I just want the vocabulary to be fair. That's
We-
all.
we-
How y'all feel about that? Do you think he's giving a hard time? How do y'all feel about that? What's your opinion on how as far as that, they're saying that they need to be more, or is the VA very informative by telling us that yeah, you go outside, may be longer care, but you're getting specialized care from these outside doctors, and when you get specialized care, it might take a while. Now let's see what our brothers say here. Brother Lawson, we're going to continue on this about about 30 seconds more of this. But he says, Brother Lawson says, your congressperson is the key to moving you to the front of the line. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But you got to know how to talk to him. Let us know, Brother Lawson, how do you have to approach him? What do you got to tell him exactly what you're trying to do, right? You got to be focused. Now, Mr. International says veterans are eligible for community care if a veteran travels time is more than 30 minutes round trip. So you saying, hold on. Now break that down. What you mean by, hold on, you got me, I have to come on the screen. Mr. International, what you mean? 30 minutes round trip, meaning it takes me 45 minutes to get to the VA region. Oh, but they use the fact that they got all these clinics that they can handle most of my stuff. Okay, that's how they get around it with me. They got clinics about 15, 20 minutes away. Wow. Okay, that's how they got me. Now let's see what he say. Everybody knows the VA is a failed system. Should they build more VA hospitals like I asked y'all, or should they just put all that money into community care? They don't want to let the money go. The VA don't want to let the money go. Alaskans say, hear ye, hear ye. Alaskan is in the house, family. Now, Chief Mike, Mr. International, you are a walking encyclopedia. Real talk. We've seen it in real time. Now, Brett says, hi, Alaskany. And I'm going to tell you something about that, Mike. We have to encourage our young people. He's a little younger than us. We got to encourage when we got skillful, knowledgeable people. People can't have no ego and not learn from somebody younger than you or your age or older than you. You better learn to put your ego to the side and let's get this knowledge, huh? Look, Brett knows more about Popeyes than me. Do I trip about that? Look, Brett say hi, Alaskany. And then Alaskany gives his coordinates. This man out of control. Now, here we go. Mr. National say, Chief Mike, and he come back with a strong black hand. You understand? Now, let us continue. That's why let's see what he said. He following that tropical storm. He says here, join Typhoon, Wrench Harbor. Okay, he's talking about within next 24 hours. Okay, this is significant tropical cyclone, which is usually a tornado in the water, if I'm not mistaken. Bionic Woman says, hi, Alaskany. And Chief Mike says, age ain't got nothing to do with anything. Huh? That's why everybody needs to shut up. If somebody know more than you, you sit back and peep game. Remember, I'm a facilitator here. I got some knowledge on some things, but when it's somebody that's went out there and got the experience, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to learn. But we got folks, I know this here. No, you try to help people. I know it. I know that. Why are you coming to me for help then? Make it make sense, family. Family, make it make sense. Come on, talk to me. Make it make sense. I don't know why that's way over there. Okay, now, okay, let's hear this. I think this congressman is about through, and we're gonna go to our little information. Hopefully, this information is being informative, huh? And see, the VA shouldn't be maligning uh, uh, community care. Let me say why. If you're not taking care of your man or woman, I say woman in this case because I never dated men. If I wasn't taking care of my woman, why I'm gonna be hating on the next guy? Girl, I know I hurt you, but if you gonna mess with him, he gonna hurt you worse. That's dirty macking. The VA is dirty macking. That's what we call it around these parts. Now, so Alaskans say hurricane is east. Fix. Do they have a name for the hurricane? Tell us the name of the hurricane if you know, brother. Let us know, Alaskan, the name of the hurricane. Now let's see. I think he's about finished because I'm timing this here, family. I hope I'm doing a pretty decent job.
We understand that. I take that at full face value. The other thing is we do have an interoperability pledge to try to work on the issue with the medical records. Having worked in our system, taking care of veterans myself, and having patients who chose to go to community physicians such as yourself, and I was tracking down the records, I understand what that is like. So our Undersecretary for Health has entered into an agreement with 13 healthcare organizations to make sure that we are able to get those records back in a timely fashion. So we'll have those, and also to share our records with you so that we'll be able to provide that timely care. And then the third concern you've raised about pockets where we're not being as efficient and as productive. We are addressing those issues, and we definitely want to make sure that we don't have clinicians that are seeing small numbers of patients where others are seeing many large
Yeah,
numbers.
and I appreciate that. Again, we won't go back to the whole debacle, I think, of the VA's choice of electronic medical records because I can't access.
Now he about to get into something about sharing records now. Look what he says. Albert say, I love my VA. Real good. And then Brother Lost say, me too. No is spelling no. Okay, no. Okay. No problem. Now let's see what Mr. International say. You good, brother? Mr. International say the VA has a specific law the VA is required to follow within 20 days of the date of request unless a later date has been agreed to by the veteran. And many veterans don't even know this. Come on, family. Come on now, family. So now we just talked about the hearsay. Let's talk about, got a few little slides. We kind of reiterate. That's what's talking about this, the VA misrepresenting. This is what Dr. Murray is saying. He's saying that they're misrepresenting the, what do you call it? The community care. And many times they're not even telling veterans about it. And he said, B-Man TV says, good evening, everybody. Everybody show love to B-Man TV. Show love. And we're glad that you're in the room. I'll come up on the screen, B-Man TV, because we're trying to put out knowledge. We're not selling you no tricks. There ain't no secret rooms to go into. You don't have to buy my course. None of that. I don't have no course to sell. Let the H-Town vet come up here and holler at you. Huh? I am the H-Town vet, and I would like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss. Now, why they be doing that? We will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans and their dependents. Now, look all Brett worried about. Brett, your woman better not find out you be looking at all these pretty women. Look what Brett say. Dr. Scavia is pretty. I would date her to Popeyes. That doctor ain't going no Popeyes with you, man. You probably have to take her to a high scale restaurant. She might be down to earth. That's low vibrational. You come on, man. Now, so Bionic Woman say, welcome, B-Man TV. If you find this information informative, B-Man TV, like, share, and subscribe. We'll appreciate it, all right? Because we here bringing quality information and we are a facilitator. We're not here as an expert. We bring a group of veterans, and we're a support group where we all help each other. All right. And this is a support group. We don't just put out information. One, we try to help you learn what your benefit, how to get your benefit. Two, what they are once you get them. Then three, how to protect your benefits. Okay. And then Bionic Woman say hi, Albert. And then B-Man say, yes, sir, I'm subscribed for at least 6 months. I'm glad that you made it, B-Man, to the live stream. Aren't y'all glad? Ain't that amazing? Look what he say. Bionic Woman, hello, sister. See, we need a place where we can come and feel comfortable with each other. And that's what we're trying to do here at the H-Town Vet. Huh? Somebody talk to me. If I don't hear from you, Brother Lawson, I'm going to come looking for you because you just made my day today. Huh? When you ain't around, I just fuss at myself. But we're so glad that you're here. Now, let's see what we have here. We're going to go, so we got to go into them trying to misrepresent the community care program. Every time a congressperson talks, I go over a few slides talking about that, okay? So let's see what we got here. So when it comes to sharing your information, have any of you had to go to the outside doctor and through community care or through what do they call it? I forget the other one name. But let's say through community care, and the doctor outside on the community care had a problem getting your medical records from the VA. What do you think they should do, Mr. International? What do you think they should do? Anybody else that knows that when the VA, you go to outside doctor, but through community care, but they don't have your records from the VA. Should you hand take them there? How should you address that issue? Now, let's see. Brother Roland says, you must do the research on your doctors. Real talk, man. I never thought about that. They're on the job interview with me. Yeah, I do interview once I meet them. If they don't fix my liking, if they don't fit my likings, I will request a new doctor. Real talk. Now, that's something that I had to learn the hard way. Now, B-Man say everyone gets the likes up. Yeah, we got 16 likes, but we got 19 people in here. Now, come on now. Somebody ain't hit it. Now, we got low left, let me say yo, left, yo. That's what I used to call it. Boy, all my family coming back. Everybody simplify out to the Marines. Now, Mr. International says the VA is not allowed to share records to community care without a release from the veteran. So they may not have told you that, but if you release your information to wherever they're going to send you to, you need to go in there. Now we got our sister here. I gotta come up for a minute because everybody coming in here. We got our sister Gwendolyn Boyd with that good gumbo. She say, good evening, family. I received a new eye courtesy of the VA. Now, let me make sure I got that right. Good evening, family. I received a new eye courtesy of the VA. Now, praise God. Let me ask you, how much would that surgery would have cost? Did they tell you how much it would have cost if you didn't have a VA to pay for it? Now, Jamaica Me Crazy say, knock, knock. Then Benny said, watch those doctors and watch them close. You understand? Now, Alaskany, I prefer community care for chiropractor over VA. I don't know what churros are. Y'all use that a lot. Bionic Woman say, hi, Gwendolyn. And then we have hi, Jamaica, H-Town Crazy. Why you gonna put the crazy on me? His name Jamaica Me Crazy. Why you gonna make me crazy? Why you put me in the middle of all that Brett, why you putting, now, Brett, gumbo in the house, Gwen, you understand? Now, Benny says, does Mr. International work on Fridays? Oh, man, come on now. Come on, man. Get that man this weekend. He'll get back to you. Now, Bionic Woman, hijack Jamaica Me Crazy. And then we have our sister Gwendolyn. She says, oh my, I could only imagine the cost. Do you hear me? Now just think about what I'm saying, Sister Gwendolyn. You not only would you be paying for the pre-preparation for the surgery, not only would you be paying for the surgery itself, the medications that come with it, the rehab after what? Come on now. Praise God for our sister. Say HIPAA, the HIPAA law, where the doctors are not supposed to do any harm. Right, Albert? Now, here we go. Mr. International say, did you know if you go to an outside doctor for a service-connected disability, you can file a medical claim for reimbursement to the VA? Did not know it. Now I'm getting mad. Hey, Brother Chief Mike, I'm getting mad. This youngster know too much, man. Hold on, man. He telling me stuff I don't know. I'm hating on the young people. Huh? I'm going to throw fish grease over the fence, Mr. International, huh? If we was neighbors, I'd throw fish grease over the fence. Now, Benny says, my cousin nickname is Chubby. All right. Now, Gwendolyn say about $7,000. Wow. Wow. Is that for the rehab or for the total surgery? I'm sure that surgery is up in the tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, Bionic Woman say, congratulations on your bionic eye. We are twins. Now, remember, the Bionic Woman got new legs and the Bionic Man got the new eye. Remember that show from back in the day? If those don't remember, the show, The Bionic Man, then they had the Bionic Woman. She could jump high and he could run fast. Now, Benny say, hey, Miss Gwen. And then B-Man say, Mr. International, I didn't know that. I didn't know it either. Thank God for him being in here. Now, okay. So B-Man, Mr. International, what's the VA form or site? Okay, for that. Yeah, what is the if you had a form number, let us know. I know it's on the cuff, but we understand. Surgery was $7,000. Okay, sister. Then that was the name of the show, B-Man, $6 Million Man. He used to play on Big Valley too. And he had his own other show, The Fall Guy. Here's the form for you, B-Man. It's VA form 10-320. Now we caught up. Now we about to get back to this here. So remember, the whole thing is about sharing information, but you gotta release your records for if you're going to a to what they call it when you're going out to a private doctor, the VA send you to, you need to release those records. That's a real smart thing. He said, Mr. International, thank you. Now let us continue. And then we're going to get to the next section. We're doing real good on this. Then, because that VA, that's why Mr. International is so good that he told us, because the VA records are locked up. Huh? The VA records are locked up until you do that release of information so they can share it with the person in what do we got? I forgot the name of it. What is community care? Community care. Until you can get the help with the people with community care. So if you're going to community care, you need to sign a release. Do you have to do it specifically, Mr. International, for that hospital? Or you just sign a release that any community care you go to, that they'll actually get your records because you sign a release for all community care, or you have to do it for each specific hospital or specialist that the VA send you to? Let us know. I hope my question was clear. Now we're going to move on here to the next one. We can cover the sharing the records. We did that. Now we going, oh Lord. This gonna be a rough one, family. All right, the next one. Number 7, family. This gonna be a rough one. Self-harm, family. Now we about to get into it. They're gonna talk about it now, okay? So let us get there. Now, this is gonna get y'all tell me what y'all opinion is when y'all see this. Tell me the interaction between the doctor and the Congress, the doctor and the congressman. Tell me what your feelings is about his approach to talking to her, her responses, or what do you think? Let me know what your opinion is of this situation. I don't want to give my opinion till after we see it, okay? All right, we're gonna pull it up because they're about to talk about self-harm now. You know, I gotta not use that word. They gonna use it, you'll know exactly what they're talking about. But this congressman is somewhat colorful and he's passionate. I believe he's a veteran because he's real passionate about this issue. Now tell me if you think he's being fair with the doctor, okay? Let me know because we're gonna get to it. Now we're dealing with the section dealing with self-harm, okay? People that, you know, take their own lives. Let's get to it.
It means directly, that needs to be directly addressed. Now, in HR 1639, I'm going to talk to you, Ms. Peabody, Ms. Scavelli, you may be the one that's going to jump on top of this. The VA's Zero Suicide Demonstration Project Act, which the VA opposes. Now, the VA opposes it. It says VA does not support this current bill for clinical, fiscal, empirical, contractual, and technical and empirical reasons, which are elaborated in the following responses from the VA. What was how many veterans did we lose last year from suicide?
Yeah, so thank you for that question. And obviously, we are committed to ensuring that we are providing the best possible care. That number is going to be forthcoming in our annual report, which is going to be released this week. And we
Last year, not this year. How many last year did we lose?
I don't have the number in front of me.
Over
so I have to-
4,000.
Yeah.
Now listen, do you think she should have known that number? I don't know if they know what they're going to talk about before they get there. So I don't know. Do they tell them the questions ahead of time? So that may not be fair because you can't remember everything. But I want y'all to keep taking note of this, okay? Now, let's see what we got. Mr. International says, I have never signed a release. Community Care did their own examination. Okay. Mr. International says, B-Man TV, no problem. Okay. Okay. Now let's get to this. I'm really enjoying this. Is about to get a little heated, and y'all tell me how y'all feel because he come in kind of hard on them.
Yeah,
You
so,
know how many was the year before that? Over 4,000.
correct.
In the past, I'll just throw this out to you. I need to get the exact number. And I'd say in the past decades, when Congress gives the VA money for suicide prevention, to take that number completely down to zero, the number of suicides over the past 50 years plus has increased. So when I read the reason that the VA opposes 1639, the VA has the same problem. So I take offense to the VA saying that what we're trying to do to decrease that number, you have a problem with, because I have a problem with the VA. You're failing when it comes to preventing veterans from committing suicide. The number is growing, continuing to grow. So I don't want you to sit in front of me and tell me that we're having a bad idea when you have no idea whatsoever. Now you sitting in front of me say, I'm going to wire brush you for this, okay? And you can go back to yell at whoever you want. But as hard as we're working to try to.
Now listen, for those of you that don't know, I'm a Southern man. When he talking about wire brush, sometime on horses, we use wire brushes, which is to get the hair untangled and stuff. So that means he coming in rough, you know. I don't know. You tell me how y'all feel about it. I'm gonna continue. That's what that wild brushing mean. You say, but H-Town, you grew up in Houston. Y'all don't know Houston. We had horses in our backyard, partner. We had chickens, goats, and everything. Not goats. We kill the goats and bring them to the house for 19th of June. So let me continue. I digress. Now let's see what Mr. International said here. He says, what number of veterans did the VA prevent from suicide? How do configure that number? Yeah, so they might have helped a whole bunch of veterans more than even though it might be the same number, they might have helped thousands from harming themselves. Real talk. Now that I love the questions that you asked, Mr. International. Huh? Wow. I'm gonna start calling you the politician.
Fix this problem. Don't present to us the same problems that the VA has and not give us a better answer than that. Please respond.
Yes, so we do have answers to that. So in
well,
response
you-
to Landsman's proposal for some additional studies, our concerns with that particular piece of legislation is that we do have ongoing work that's coming out of the Hannon Act and the legislation there. And we're providing reports that are indicating exactly what we're finding related to suicide prevention. We're using our annual reports to really dive down on what we're seeing. We recognized a trend with women veterans using lethal forms of weapons, and we've addressed that, and we've reduced lethal means suicides in women veterans.
Now, that's a good thing that they've reduced the number of lethal forms, because remember, women use less lethal forms to end their lives. They usually use pills or things like that. Men use more aggressive means. But you got to understand, when you're dealing with women that are military veterans, they're trained with weapons. So they were using more lethal means, and she said they got their numbers down. Now, look at the response that he say and how you feel about it, because I think that's a good thing. If there's a certain issue going on with a targeted group, I think you should help that too. But tell me what you think about this interaction. All right, keep that in mind. Let me get Dollface Soldier. He say, what's going on, H-Town and fellow veterans? Let me know when you're going live, my brother. I will. I'm sorry. Click on your notifications, though, okay? Do you have your notifications on, Dollface Soldier? B-Man TV says, Dollface Soldier. Salute, sir. Now, Mr. International, B-Man TV say, Mr. International, salute, sir. And B-Man say, Bionic Woman, salute, young woman. Now, here we go. We have, listen what Mr. National says. More veterans are eligible for health care, and the number of suicides are the same. So more veterans are eligible for health care, and the rates of self-harm are the same. That means that they're preventing more than's happening, because you're dealing with a larger group now. So you can't just look at the numbers staying the same. You got to look at the fact that they're helping more veterans. If there was only 10,000, let's say 100,000 veterans they helped them last year, I mean, when they had the 4,000 self-harms, right? I forget what number I said. I ain't going to do it because I didn't forgot. I don't want to confuse y'all. He say, is the number of suicides going down, or has it increased? We have to have the overall number of veterans that are being treated. Now, we have B-Man TV saying, Gwendolyn Boyd, salute, young woman. Now, Brett Monday say, Dollface Soldier, please come live. Then we have, who we got here? Bionic Woman say, this doctor have an answer, somebody over her. Yeah, she's just a representative. She is just the face of her organization. That's what I'm saying. She's handling it pretty good. I have to agree, Brett. That's a beautiful woman now. That's a beautiful Black woman now, indeed. But she's very professional, so I'm not just going to focus on her looks. But she's very pretty and handling her business. Matter of fact, the other representative keep referring to her, and she's a medical doctor. Now, Abysmal said, future and past appointments have prevented my husband from committing self-harm. Wow. Huh? That's why, and everybody need that crisis hotline, in my opinion. How y'all feel about the crisis hotline for veterans? Now, Brother Lawson said, knowledge is king. That's something you differently, I don't know what he's saying. That's something you differently know, brother. I don't know what you say. I kind of can't get it, brother, but I kind of get some of it. Now you say, good to see you, dog-faced soldier, my son, from Bionic Woman. And then Brett says that Dr. Scavula can be trusted. Okay. She's giving solid information. Now, Chief Mike said, outside doctor is what put me on the top. Now we got in here Sister Abysmal. She's new to the channel, been here, dedicated for at least the last few live streams, but she may have already signed up. Bionic Woman say, hi, Abysmal. And then B-Man TV, H-Town, sir, when do you have open forums for questions like live dates? We'll show you, if you see the thumbnail, go look at them. But on Tuesdays, you can talk as much as you want to. We just did one Tuesday. We did some of this video, but you can talk all through Tuesday. When I come on Tuesdays, or when we say it, open live chat. If you see live chat in the thumbnail, okay, in the advertisement. Good question, brother. Now let's see what they're saying here. Y'all listen close and tell me what y'all think of what this interaction is about. And do you feel like the congressman went too far, or she did not answer the questions properly? Let us know.
Significantly to less, we've reduced it by over 45%. We've looked at.
Okay, so you reduced, but in the men's side is.
And
Make no mistake about it, and I respect Ms. Brownlee's efforts on our women veterans, but at the end of the day, we're all veterans.
Correct.
We
That was
all
just
wear that
one-
uniform, so if you're specifically focusing on just trying to get the women's suicide rate down, that's great.
That's not the case, sir.
Okay,
With
thank
all
you.
due respect, we are working on improving the numbers for all different demographics. For men, unfortunately, compared to the United States, the suicide completion rate of non-veterans amongst men is increasing, but we've seen a smaller increase amongst men. We've also looked at different demographics. We've seen a reduction in suicides amongst men and women between the ages of 18 and 34.
You said
We
you've
think-
seen a reduction?
Yes.
That didn't populate in the numbers last year.
Where we're looking at the current data that we're releasing our report this year.
So the current data is going to show this year
Our numbers
that the suicide rate is down. That's what you're telling me?
our numbers are concerning. I'm not saying that they're not, but we are making inroads based on the annual report and actually diving deeply into each section to determine where we need to make inroads.
Like Mr. International was saying, I think that the percentage is down because of the fact there's a larger group now, but it's the same number. Even though we want it to be zero, that's the case, that what they're talking about. Now, Alaskany, just email me and I'll send you the link, okay? Because I don't know how to put it in the nothing yet, you know. Now, Mr. Nessa say, y'all got to pay attention to language. Don't fall for the trick bag. Come on now. Then Yo says, hoorah. Then Batman TV says, H-Town vet, thank you, sir, and salute you. Salute back to you. Dogface Soldier say, all right, brother, I'll come back when you go live. Much love to you, family. Make sure you hit on notifications, but the schedule is every Tuesdays and no, not every Tuesday, every Sundays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. We go over the schedule. So y'all got to get it early to get the schedule, or go back and watch it in the replay. He say, thumbs up, prayers, thank you. I'll keep a lookout. Yes, indeed. And I'll send it to you too, brother. Since I got your email, I'll send it to you. Sometime I already do, right? Alaskan say, ask about the full video. I told him what to do. I'll send you a link with the full video. Okay, Lawson says he talks the talk, but what his proposal to change the scenario. Okay. Now, Junior say, what's up, family? Then Rose City say, I wouldn't give a bean to be a fancy pants Marine. Oh, Lord. Don't start no trouble. I'd rather be a dog-faced soldier. I am. Boy, y'all something. I love y'all, man. Y'all cut up. And Rose City say, hello, dog-faced soldier. Salute. Then we got Brett say, hi, Junior. We have a little fun. We cut up around here, but we family, okay? Rose City D say, dog be working. Dog-faced soldier be working, boy. But he been here. He one of my day one riders. Now, Junior says, we love you, Dogface. Yes, indeed. Love him all the way. He's down there in Cali, I think. Bionic Woman say, hi, Junior. Now let's get into it. Let's see what's going on here.
So we're looking at all different types of demographics. We're looking at other types of social determinants, including housing stability, other mental health diagnoses, and all those things factor into the care that we're
And
providing.
through the results of the studies that you're conducting, you're going to write up a piece of legislation that you're going to present to Congress that says this is the way forward to reduce suicides to zero?
Actually, what we're recommending is that we have legislation in place that looks like it is working, but we're within 18 months of the first report, and we're looking at providing a final report in September 2025. And we would like to continue to delve deeply into what we're doing and use existing authorities to make sure that we're not unintentionally either harming veterans or their communities by stopping things that seem to be working. So we would like the opportunity to continue to work with this body to determine what continues to make sense. But we're early into this journey. The Hannon Act was just recently enacted. We've got grant programs taking place, the Sergeant Fox grant program, which is making a difference. And we're seeing different improvements in different areas, and we'd like to continue that. I do share your concern, though, that we still are seeing suicides that are being.
All right, so I can't wait to see the results of your studies and what the numbers produce for 2024. And I hope you're right.
Yeah, our report, we've given an interval report in November of 2024 that.
I'm
Okay.
gonna cut you up. Sorry. I'll meet you after class if you don't mind. Thank you. Sorry, Madam Chair. I want to apologize.
The gentleman's time has expired.
So what y'all think? Was he too hard on her? What y'all think? Was it, I just want y'all to know your opinion about the thing. Was he getting the questions? Was she answering the questions as needed? How you feel about that in action? What do we need as veterans when it comes to knowing about self-harm? Okay, that's what we're dealing with, family. Now, self-harm. Now, next, what we're going to next? Now we're going to deal with the big issue, the elephant in the room. They're going to get a little heated in here. Now, let me go over this here. But that's why I'm trying to break it down topical so we can exchange information good, and this will work real good for the. Let's go into more information. Matter of fact, let me go back to that. Talking about self-harm. Let's have it up on the screen as a visual. He said, I definitely know, I smoke, that the devil's lettuce, brother. Now I didn't know. I don't but I hear you. Now, Mr. International says the elephant in the room is, I believe, higher rates of suicide are by veterans with non-armed honorable discharges. Oh, other than honorable, bad conduct discharges, dishonorable discharges, dismissals, and uncharacterized. Let me tell you why that's hard, because they can't hardly find jobs. It's easy. Look, it's not. Tell me if I'm wrong now. I don't want to be exaggerate. Y'all tell me what y'all think. It's easy to find, from what I've seen with some veterans. It's easier to find a job with a felony than it is with a dishonorable discharge or anything. Because the first thing they ask for, the law say you supposed to let them know that you're what? That you you got to let them know that you was in the military and your cat. Give them a copy of DD 214 to be exact. Am I right? Now, let's catch up on this chat. Now, Mr. International say, this is why the VA is changing character of discharge to allow other than honorable veterans access to health care. Oh, so you saying it ain't just the veterans that have honorable discharges or general under other honorable conditions. Let me say again, general under honorable conditions, but all these other discharges that don't qualify you for health care or benefits, there's a problem with veterans harming themselves. Oh, taking their own lives. Now, I'm learning. Now, listen what Mr. Natural says here. Hold on, I missed somebody. Yo left yo says March. Half Steph March. Your left, your left, your left, your right, your left. Your left. Sound dog. 1, 2, oh, he about to got me start cutting up. Now, Mr. International said, other than honorable or bad conduct discharge, veterans didn't always have access to VA healthcare system. Real talk. They're trying to change that with the new OFI veterans and stuff. OIF, I'm sorry. Now, Yo says, Mama told Johnny not to go downtown. The Marine recruiter was hanging around. Let me say it again. Mama told Johnny not to go downtown. The Marine recruiter was hanging around. Sorry for messing it up, brother. He said, that's true, H-Town vet. Wow. Dr. Skeevy, she did a good job. I think she did a good job. Now, look who's in the house. Oasis. Guten Tag. Where's the, I forget that is. He's asking where something is. I forget that. Guten Tag. If y'all know, interpret it. Alaskan Ice, I think, can read it. One of y'all can read it. The German language. That's German. I was in Germany for 3 years. Guten Tag mean good afternoon. I mean good evening, I think. Guten Tag, good evening. But I don't know the rest of it. But he asked him where something is. I know where's the Bahnhof. Now, family, real talk, we can caught up. Now we about to get back to this thing. Let's get back to it. All right. Let's get to the next one. That's going to be number 8, and we only have one left after this, but we appreciate y'all patience and waiting. That a couple of topics he say, dedication, leadership, and integrity. That's why we miss you, Yo Left Yo. We miss you saying these encouraging words to keep us focused. We need everybody bringing their personality in here. Oh, y'all got those likes up, man. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all got it up to 23 likes. Junior says, it's good to be aware, family. It's good to be aware, family, on the VA. It looks like they all do the same thing, circle around questions. That's what number 9 is, talking about that. Now we're going to get to that. Huh? Now that's what I got to, man, you just answered my question there, Junior. Now let's get to it. All right. Now this is the battle between the VA and the community care that the Congress is trying to put out there. Bionic Woman says, good to be in. You're welcome. I ain't said that in so long. Lord, my German is all messed up. Now let's go into it. Let's see where we at. We got to go to. Now this is another one. I think this congressman asked some good questions, and he on it. Y'all tell me what y'all think, okay? This congressman, you tell me your opinion though. But I hear some questions he asked that seem to be on point. So here we go, family, from Orange County. Here we go.
Rosendale for 5 minutes for any questions you may have.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, and thank you for holding this hearing today. I look forward to discussing many essential pieces of legislation that I'm proud co-sponsor of that have been brought in. My job is to ensure that veterans receive top quality health care they have earned, whether at the VA or through care in the community. My job is not to protect the VA, and it certainly is not to protect the American Federation of Government Employees. I've heard you say time and time again that the veterans should be receiving the care that they have earned. Yeah, they deserve it, but they have earned. This is a contractual agreement, when they want it, where they want it. But then you sit there and oppose the very legislation that is going to help us deliver it. One of President Trump's achievements was the passage of the VA Mission Act. The legislation gave veterans a true choice by establishing a permanent program to provide hospital care, medical services, and extended care services to veterans through the non-VA healthcare providers. The Mission Act is necessary as many rural veterans live hundreds of miles from VA facilities, and others must wait months to get the care at VA facilities. Our country owes a debt of gratitude to our nation's veterans, and the least we can do is have a healthcare system that provides access, and I will say, when they want it, where they want it. The Biden administration has been trying to kill the VA Mission Act by not paying providers in a timely fashion, forcing them to drop out of the program, canceling veterans' appointments, and denying community care referrals, waiving wait time access standards, and not even informing veterans about the community care program. The problem is that if the criteria for allowing veterans to easily access community care is not codified, you say you need that flexibility. But the problem is that if it is not codified, the VA has already demonstrated their ability and their desire to deny that coverage. You've been very misleading about making sure that the veterans can access it. Ms. Peabody, the VA opposes the Veterans Healthcare Freedom Act, correct?
Correct, sir.
Why should veterans
Did you hear that? We're going to repeat that. Did you hear what she just said? He asked her, did she oppose the act? And she said, correct, sir. How y'all feel about that? Now, hold on. Now, he going to explain what it is, I think, here. But let me catch up with Brother Roland. He said, we need to explore the roots of the problem with mental health as issue. Yes. The Mission Act fired. Now, are you saying you for the Mission Act or against it? You know, with y'all, with these young people with the emojis, I don't know what to say. Are you saying burn it up or are you saying it's a good thing, Mr. International? Now, Albert, does 100% get priority for appointments over everyone else below that rating? No. The way it works is anybody from 50 to 100%, they priority group 1. Okay? 50 to 100%, not just 100%, 50 to 100. Once you 50%, you qualify for almost every benefit. Now, when you get 100%, you can get dental also, but you can get dental at 0% if you're service connected for dental. So you support the Mission Act. How do you feel about Mrs. Peabody's statement from the VA that she's against it? What do you think going on there? Why are they against it? And what's your opinion? We're going to let that rewind a little bit. We got to hear that thing because he asked her a direct question. That was the first direct question I think she answered. Now let's see what he says again. Y'all ready?
Want it where they want it. But then you sit there and oppose the very legislation that is going to help us deliver it. One of President Trump's achievements was the passage of the VA Mission Act. The legislation gave veterans a true choice by establishing a permanent program to provide hospital care, medical services, and extended care services to veterans through the non-VA healthcare providers. The Mission Act is necessary as many rural veterans live hundreds of miles from VA facilities, and others must wait months to get the care at VA facilities. Our country owes a debt of gratitude to our nation's veterans, and the least we can do is have a healthcare system that provides access, and I will say, when they want it, where they want it. The Biden administration has been trying to kill the VA Mission Act by not paying providers in a timely fashion, forcing them to drop out of the program, canceling veterans' appointments, and denying community care referrals, waiving wait time access standards, and not even informing veterans about the community care program. The problem is that if the criteria for allowing veterans to easily access community care is not codified, you say you need that flexibility. But the problem is that if it is not codified, the VA has already demonstrated their ability and their desire to deny that coverage. You've been very misleading about making sure that the veterans can access it. Ms. Peabody, the VA opposes the Veterans Healthcare Freedom Act, correct?
Correct, sir.
Why should veterans not be able to choose where they receive their health care?
Thank you for that question. VA is supportive of veterans being able to provide input into where they get who their provider.
Now listen to what he asked her. Okay? He asked her, should a veteran be able to choose their health care, make choices? Then she said something about a veteran should play a role. Listen, he say, should the veteran be the one choose where they go get their health care from? Pretty much what he said. Now listen to this again. I want you to hear what she's saying.
Problem is that if it is not codified, the VA has already demonstrated their ability and their desire to deny that coverage. You've been very misleading about making sure that the veterans can access it. Ms. Peabody, the VA opposes the Veterans Healthcare Freedom Act, correct?
Correct, sir.
You heard that correct, sir. Now listen what comes next. He gonna ask her another question.
Why should veterans not be able to choose where they receive their health care?
Thank you for that question.
His question was, why shouldn't veterans be able to choose where they receive their health care from, whether it be the VA or community care? Watch what happens next. Does she answer the question?
VA is supportive of veterans being able to provide input into where they get who their provider.
She say not choose, provide input. What does that mean? That the VA gonna listen to our input? And I'm talking about those of us that want to go outside like myself. Input, what that mean? Well, we'll take your input, we'll consider it, but that don't mean we gonna go your way. Now, Mr. International, I support the Mission Act. And he says she's against it, talking about Ms. Peabody. She's against it because she's against the Republican Party. But this is what confuses me. If this is not about Democrat or Republican, why should the veteran be punished because she's mad or they mad? Somebody may be mad at the Democrats. I mean, at the Republicans. Why should we suffer as veterans because of political games? I guess we do all day. Now, B-Man say, Albert, from my experiences, yes. And it depends on your doctor. Policy, no, but VA is VA. And then our brother Jamaica McCray say, knock, knock. And then remember on Tuesdays, I mean, not on Tuesdays, on Sundays and Thursdays, please go to the beginning of these live. I have the schedule there. We have the live stream Sundays and Thursdays start at 7 p.m. Central Time. So if y'all want to come. And then Yo Left Yo says basic training. It's boot camp trainee. Hoorah. Now then Jordan 11 Bravo says, what's good, H-Town vet? It's all good, baby. You understand? Now Bionic Woman says, hi, Jordan 11 Bravo. Chief say, I think he was grandstanding. Okay, the other one, you talking about the one before or this congressman here? Okay, now Bionic Woman says, Jordan say, hey, Bionic Woman. Okay. Well, y'all getting now. Let's get to it. Let's see what they're talking about here.
There is.
Where they want it, when they want it. That was your words. That's the words I've been using for the last 4 years as I've sat on this committee. Where they want it, when they want it. Why should veterans not be able to choose where they receive their health care?
Thank you for that question.
So do they have the ability, as you say, to choose where they want their health care, when they want their health care, or do they not?
So my words were where they need it, when they need it.
Oh, so you know better what they actually need than the veteran themselves. Let me tell you, in an urban area, in an urban setting, it is very easy for the veterans to travel to a VA facility. Very easy. But in states like Montana, that take 12 hours to drive across the state, it just doesn't make sense, not financially or from a delivery standpoint, to try and build the VA facilities around the state that are going to give that same type of access, okay, to the veterans that are in the rural communities that they have in the urban areas. They are not going to have that. So they should be able to access that health care in their own community. And you don't know better than that veteran. You don't know better than that veteran. They know what they need and they know when they need it.
Now, what he's saying about urban areas, that's the hood, close to downtown, where most black people and poor people grow up at, the hood. So, like, I have to agree that the VA hospital from the neighborhood I grew up in is not far, and I could catch a bus there if I needed to, if I was still living over in Fifth Ward, right? Because I am the H-Town vet. So, but people living out in rural Montana, did he say 9 hours? Did he say 3 or 6 hours? That's a long time. That's a flight trip. Now, let's see what our brother's saying here. Mr. International says, these Congress people want veterans to have options to choose private providers for health care, but don't want veterans to choose who they want to help them with their VA claim. Wow. Huh? In the words of my late ancestor, ain't nothing but hypocrites, and they ain't gonna pull the small time stuff over on me. Huh? Hold on. Mr. International brings up a powerful point. Please listen to what, sit back and peep game, family. Can you do that? Can you sit back and peep game? He say these Congress people want veterans to have the option to choose private providers for health care, but don't want veterans to choose who they want to help them with their VA claim, calling them people sharks, trying to stop other veterans that helping veterans. But you want us to have choice in who we get for our treatment. But when it comes to the VAB, the Veterans Benefit Administration, I'm wondering, are they in with these doctors? Do you think some of these congressmen saying send some of that VA healthcare, some of them VA veterans over here, so we can make some money? But they don't want no money in our pockets in the form of VA compensation disability. We got to fight like a dog. Come on, talk to me. So let's see what our brother Chief Mike said. At least let her finish her sentence. That's right. Before you cut her off, you're trying to make yourself seem tough. Yeah, you know, it's never good to try to overtalk especially anybody that's talking polite to you. You know, it's just not cool. I'm from the South, so just over talking women, I don't do that. I don't do that. Even if a woman yelling, I just don't pay it no mind. Keep it moving. I ain't doing all that. Now, Abysmal, she says, didn't receive our own health care on active duty, so everyone should be used to it. Wow. Man. I like that pediatrics in community care. Okay. So when you're dealing with pregnancy and stuff, okay. Now, Jordan 11 Bravo says, is it just me or is H-Town one of the few to showcase the questionable actions on the VA reps? Real talk, brother. I don't know, but you sure making me feel good. Hey, look, I ain't paying for that, but when I get my food stamps, I'm gonna do something nice for you. You're making me look good. Now, B-Man says, at Mr. International, is there no copay for not using designated community service providers? Do they give you travel pay to go to the community? Let us know. Now, Junior says, you're right, Jordan. I don't see too many that show the suspiciousness of the VA. Hey, well, that's what we're here for, man. We're gonna tell the truth on both sides. We'll tell when the VA being fakey. We'll tell you when veterans being fakey, huh? Didn't we have one called entitlement or greed VA benefits? You sure did. Thank y'all for the encouragement, though. B-Man, H-Town, Vet, facts. Jordan B say facts. Well, y'all bring it out of me. You got to understand something. We got people here like our brother Albert. We got people here like you, B-Man. We got people here like our sister. Don't get her started. Y'all just think she's sitting back in the cut. But Sister Bionic Woman will come start breaking it down. And we got one just fell up in here, Abysmal. She just coming here and showing up and showing out. Huh? And don't let Dogface Soldier get to talking on the live. I'm just sit back and go to sleep, take a nap, and let him get up here and he'll start talking to y'all. And I go ahead and start finding a cure to cancer somewhere. Huh? Now, look what he said. Mr. Natural say, B-Man, there's no copay for service-connected disabilities. No, they're not. Whether it's 0 to 100%. If you're service-connected for it, no copay. Jamaica Me Crazy say, I want to be around veterans for appointments. I like not hearing anyone talk and no kids hollering. Yeah, I do like being around the veterans. I do. I'm not going to lie. There's some veterans, but not down. Sometimes, yeah. Especially I run the people. You meet some good people. B-Man TV, Mr. International, thank you. Look what he said. Albert says, swine, talking about that pig, and dying. I'm eating voraciously. I think I said it right. Now, Yo Left Yo says, the recruiter asked Johnny what he want to be. Johnny said, I want to join the infantry. He say, quit melandering those who you are. Yes, because that make it hard on everybody. People that are exaggerating their symptoms. That's what melandering is. So don't exaggerate because it makes it hard on everybody. Or really hard on yourself, because if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, because once they get you as being an unreliable witness of information, they're going to question everything you do. Now, let us continue. We almost done, family. We're not watching the whole thing. We got we're going to finish this clip up, and then we're going to, I think we're going to do one more. So we almost done. And thank you for your patience.
Yes or no? Do you think the VA is more equipped to choose where a veteran receives the health care than the veteran themselves?
Thank you for that question. It's very important that a clinician is able to determine that there is a clinical need for the care. But absolutely in compliance with the Mission Act, we will, if a veteran would like to get their care through the community, we will assess based on the eligibility criteria, including the access standards.
Well, again,
My question to you, do a VA doctor have to tell, now I'm asking, do a VA doctor have to say whether you qualify, now you listening to me, for going out to community care? Do you think that's fair? And I ask you, the reason I ask you is, isn't that VA doctor working for the VA, and the VA might pressure them or have them under certain rules that, hey, don't you co-sign what the veteran want to leave on their own? Am I paranoid or what? Let me know. Can the VA doctors be trusted all the time? I'm just asking. Now, Jordan 11 Bravo says the bottom line, this whole video is suspect from the VA, and we all have to be aware. Sad but true. Let me ask you this here, Jordan 11 Bravo. Is it suspect from the VA part, from Congress, or both? Let us know. Which one's suspect? Or all of them suspect? Let us know in the chat.
and what we have seen, this committee and the community of medical providers, is that the Veterans Administration has the desire and the ability to deny that coverage and to keep the veterans from accessing their health care when they want it, where they want it, in an attempt to try and drive all of the veteran care to the VA facilities. And that is not in the veterans' best interest. Thank you, Madam Chair. I yield back.
Thank you, Representative Rosendale. The chair now recognizes Representative Malloy for 5.
Now, let's see what our brother said here. And we thank God that all y'all coming back. What I mean by that, our brother Lawson to come back. I'm going to get your comment. Brother Laskiny, come back. Brother Yo hadn't been a while. B-Man TV has been around for a while, but he ain't commented much, but he been a subscriber for a while from what he tell us. Jamaica Me Crazy and come back home. Huh? Y'all know how good this make me feel that y'all didn't forget? Because we've been waiting on you. You understand? We've been here holding it down. You understand? Huh? Much love. And to the other ones too. Now let's go back to our brother's question. Brother Lawson said the VA hospital, a statement. The VA hospital is competing against outside doctors. Why? Why would they compete? Oh man, you make such good statements. Why are they competing, Brother Lawson? Why do they want to compete with outside doctors? I don't understand. If it's about the veteran health care, if the veteran was getting the care that they needed, would they have to go to outside doctors, maybe for specialists, or if they're having a baby or something, certain circumstance for specialized care? Now, but what if we want to go for other things? I don't just like being pigeonholed in one place. Why can't have options? Huh? Quickest way a woman leave you if you don't have no options. I know people gonna get mad at that. Yeah, you tell her you the only one, and I ain't never thinking about nobody else. I ain't say you got to exercise your options. Shoot. That's why, chasing them bad boys, right? Same thing. Now, here we go. Junior say, in my opinion, it's both, cause the VA circles while Congress does nothing but ask hard questions and nothing gets done. They ask hard questions, and guess what they do after they ask the hard questions? Guess what they do? They still give them money to the VA. Am I right? Huh? Let me get this over here. Add this to the stage, and we're going to go into this here. The barriers. Do you think that they putting up barriers? But we're going to get to that. That's just it. Okay. To us using, do you think the VA is putting up barriers to keep us from using community care? Now, let's see what our brother says here. Brother Jordan 11 Bravo say, it's VA cause the do the same thing like politicians do. Everybody want to hold that money, don't they? And why they ain't have no veterans up there? Why in all these hearings, nobody want to talk to the veteran? Huh? Make it make sense, family. They talking at each other like they didn't had a meeting before the meeting, like they didn't had a meeting about the meeting, but they didn't even call us to participate. Huh? How you gonna talk about us but not talk to us? Family, make it make sense. Now, here we go. We're gonna get you to Naomi. I haven't seen you in a while. We're so glad that you're here. Mr. International say there's a code of federal regulations that determines eligibility requirements for community care, not a doctor or the VA. Please, if you find that code, could you send it to me when you have time? No rush, brother. Oh, I want that code. Please. If you find it, let us know. Then we got Brother Lawson say, it's all about money. Ain't a damn thing funny. Gotta have a job in this land of milk and honey. Did I drop some bars from that old school rap? Now, Naomi say, greetings. Everybody show love to Naomi. Everybody show love to Naomi. Now, Mr. International says, it's all about the money. Everybody want the money. They fighting over the money that's produced. They using us as bait. Hey, don't you want to help these veterans? Don't you want to help them? Give me some money and we can help these veterans. Uh-oh, I got my toothpick out. I'm sorry. I have my pick out. My business out in the street. Look, he say money talks and BS walk. That's what George say. Now listen, Naomi say maybe because it's more expensive to use community care. Many times it may be more expensive. You're right. Now I'm assuming that you're a female. If not, correct me. Sister Naomi, you're right. Let me say, but usually when you use community care, it's specialized care for certain things. So it might be more expensive because it's specialized care. That's what one of the congressmen was saying. Now, Jamaica be crazy say knock knock. Oh, I supposed to say who's there? Jamaica be crazy. Who's there? Okay. Now let's say what I'm saying here. Let me pull this up. We go over it once we do it. Then I'm gonna answer y'all questions here. Is the VA putting up a barrier to community care in your opinion? Do you think they're trying to prevent us from going to community care? Or it's just a logistic thing, okay? Now, and they're going to be, they about to talk about that. What about this here? Let's see. Hopefully I didn't miss it. Let me see. I made it not written it down. So let me go back here. Jordan says, I got my 50-cent raise on December, LOL, December 1st. What about you, H-Town? Well, I didn't get it you ain't gonna get the actual, it ain't gonna show up to my next check. So I don't believe it until I see it. Now, here we go. Alaskan, he says, or it may be less to use community care and they can make less money treating veterans. So the VA may not want you to go outside because it might be cheaper. And then they can't justify having all them funds that they don't account for. Huh? Now, Jamaica me crazy, say Jamaican. Okay, brother. Or sister, which whatever it is. Bionic Woman says, welcome, Naomi. Greetings to everybody. Show love to Naomi. Junior says, Jordan 11 Bravo, LOL. Veteran Policy Plug says, hello, Naomi. Go back to the beginning of this live stream. You'll see he's a veteran-owned life insurance broker. So get with our brother. If you're in 9 states, if you need help, his credentials are there. His national ID and his license to practice in 9 states. Go look at the beginning of the live stream. Now, he say it's a bureaucracy thing. I totally agree. This brother put it in one word, bureaucracy. That answered it all. Now let's see. I'm make sure I didn't forget something because we almost to the end of it. Because that's only this. It's like 3 groups come up. I went over the first group in the first live stream on Tuesday. This is the second group. I don't know if we're going to do the third group. That's going to be American Legion talking. And I don't know. I'm going to go through and see if it's something beneficial for us. And Lawson say, H-Town, you hit it right on the head. Thank you, brother. Yes, indeed. You hit it on the head, and I just hammered it one more time. Now they're going to be talking about using, I guess, community care as using telecare to keep people from going to what? Keep people from going to the appointment. Because you know a lot of these appointments that you go into the VA, they make them so far out. So to keep you from going to community care, they just do a telecare appointment over the phone to keep. So, we did give them an appointment. Junior said what the VA is doing is paying the vet by their state. Some states are more pricey than others. Real talk. What if it was California? I think Texas is pretty high in healthcare. I think we the 4th highest. Now we about this Congress say about to speak. Let me add this to the stage. Hold on, I'm looking for something, family. Give me a second. All right. I had to look at something. I'm going good. Hold on, we about to start it. Let's do this, fam. Let's see the Congress lady.
Madam Chair, I just want to maybe pile on what Mr. Rosendale's been saying, but I introduced.
Now, I think I'm skipping. I think this is the part I skipped, so I'm sorry. So let me move up to 14, where it gets kind of good again, okay? 14.
Thank you. With that, I yield back.
Thank you very much, Representative Malloy. I now recognize myself for 5 minutes for questions. Ms. Peabody, do you think veterans should?
Now, listen, I want you to hear this because this Congress lady is the chair and the chairwoman, and she's a veteran of about 24 years. And her husband was in the military for about 28 years. And she's a physician, so she understands medical care. Listen to this deep talk that she break down, family. Huh? Make it make sense. Listen to this to see if you agree with her.
Should have agency in their healthcare choices?
Thank you. With that, I yield back.
Thank you very much, Representative Malloy. I now recognize myself for 5 minutes for questions. Ms. Peabody, do you think veterans should have agency in their healthcare choices? Should the veteran or the government decide what type of healthcare is best for them?
You see the hesitance to answer the question because her bosses have given her a script. So the people that's not there, they got them out there to handle the main brunt. They on the front line, the doctor and Miss Peabody. So say, you see how she asked, they haven't answered nothing? Because she man, she know the game. She go to the VA. She's a doctor. She probably work for her. Listen.
Thank you for that question. Yes.
I recently spoke with a veteran who was told by the VA he'd have to wait 3 months for an in-person primary care appointment, but could be seen by telehealth in 2 weeks. The veteran hadn't been to the doctors in years and wanted to be seen in person, but couldn't wait 3 months. Your testimony suggests that.
Now, understand what she's saying, that they said they couldn't give the veteran an appointment for 3 months, and the veteran didn't want to wait that long to get health care. All right? So they say, well, we can do one where you do it over the video, telecare. But they said, no, this is something you probably have to do in person. But they didn't want it because they know if they didn't do a telecare, they would have to send them to what? Community care. So that's the way they tried. I feel they try to get around community care by saying, oh, you can do it over live over like what it call, I forget what they call it other than telecare, but when you see it on TV. So watch what they say.
This individual shouldn't be eligible for community care. Is that correct, or am I misinterpreting what you said?
I'm happy to take that question.
I recently spoke with a veteran who was
So let's explain what happened. If the veteran says the appointment that y'all gave me for 3 months out is too far ahead, all right, you listening? And then the VA say, well, we'll do telecare where you can do it over a video. They say, no, I want to see a doctor in person, and I don't want to have to wait 3 months. They say, no, you don't qualify because we offered you telecare. If that's kind of what the Congress lady is hinting at. Let me see what brothers say here. Mr. International, it's not about what Miss Peabody thinks. Miss Peabody isn't making the rules. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So why they got out here? Where them big wigs at? Why they ain't up here? Real talk, Mr. International.
told by the VA he'd have to wait 3 months for an in-person primary care appointment, but could be seen by telehealth in 2 weeks. The veteran hadn't been to the doctors in years and wanted to be seen in person, but couldn't wait 3 months. Your testimony suggests that this individual shouldn't be eligible for community care. Is that correct, or am I misinterpreting what you said?
I'm happy to take that question. So in that case, we would want to make sure that we're not unduly delaying that veteran's care, understanding that if he or she has not been in for care, you're right, Dr. Miller-Meeks, there could be some issues there. So we would want to have the conversation with a veteran. Often we find that, the information is delivered and perhaps there wasn't bidirectional communication. So in that case, we would love to make sure we're doing what we need to do for that veteran. If that's an actual patient.
It's an actual patient, actual story.
If you could pass that on to us, we'd
So
like to help.
So that what they want, Congresswoman, the doctor to snitch on they want the Congress to snitch on who told them, so they can give them some hell of a health care. I don't think Doc gonna snitch. You think Doc gonna snitch? Huh? Nah. You see, Doc ain't gave out no names. You could tell us who that person is, and we'll make sure they get the care that they need. Whatever, man. Stop the cap. And I ain't being hard on Doc because she been holding it down. I got to give, but she representing the VA.
And thank you, Dr. Scavella. The access to care wait times that you mentioned earlier, Ms. Peabody, do you know if that is in-person care only or if that is combined in-person care with telehealth, which are vastly different and addresses this question I had earlier?
I would like to take that for the record. Fair question.
So basically saying they don't know. They got to get back to them. In my opinion, that's what it sounds like to me. Huh? Come on now. This ain't how we handle veterans. They supposed to be somewhat prepared. And where the big wigs at? Why they putting these two intelligent people out there handling them like that? They get paid to be the shield, right? To be the one to take the brunt.
Okay, so if you can get back to us exactly the wait times on in-person visits, for requests for in-person visits, exactly the wait times for telehealth visits and the combination, those two should be separated. I'm just going to mention, because I'm an ophthalmologist, I'm going to just follow up on Representative Malloy's question. If the VA wanted to handle this issue and it were a contractual issue, there are ways to do that, i.e., the veteran gets their eye exam at a VA facility. In this case, it's a 500-mile round trip for the veteran in Ms. Malloy's district. They get their eye exam, they get their glasses, they have the prescription, they get their glasses through the contract that you have to get glasses at an attractive price for the VA and for the taxpayer. We appreciate that. However, why couldn't the veteran be given the option that in order to get we can mail you your glasses, and then you can take them to somebody in the local community privately and pay for them to be fitted or adjusted? And especially our veterans have bifocals, so I can see why you want them to get fitted for their glasses, or you can come back to the VA. Either or, it's going to be less expensive for the VA if you're paying for travel for 500 miles round trip and a hotel for an overnight stay. So there's out of the box thinking that you could have come to us, to Congress, to Representative Malloy and said, let's help you fix this problem, which it doesn't seem like you're intent on doing. So both as a veteran and as a doctor, to me, I find that there are multiple barriers put up to receiving community care. And quite frankly, veterans in our military strength, veterans go back to communities. They don't go back to VAs. They don't go back to military hospitals. They go back to a community. And that community may be miles and miles away from a VA facility. The care may be excellent. You may have high approval ratings for the care that you receive. But if you can't get that care, if it's 3 months to wait, and Dr. Scavella, if an individual had to wait 3 months for a primary care appointment, please tell me, and I've trained residents at VA hospitals, how in the world does that impact your training of residents? You're seeing the same number of patients. A 3-month wait only impacts the veteran. It doesn't impact the residency training program, does it? How does that?
No, I agree with you. And so I think in that case, we would have to look at what we were offering that veteran to make sure we were being, doing the appropriate thing.
See, Doc, that's why, family, that's why I'm glad that they have doctors in Congress that can relate. And so the doctors are able to connect with each other and relate and able to articulate what's needed. That makes more sense. I like how they did that now. Now listen, Yo says C-130 rolling down the strip, 2 Air Force pilots on an acid. Oh God. Now we're just about done, family. We're gonna take any comments from y'all after that. Once this over in the after party. And Veteran Policy Plug say they just did this to me for my CPAP. I got an appointment in July and I have been waiting for 2 years. So I am going to my private doctor. They told me I didn't qualify for community care. What? Because remember, they'll help make the decision for you. Now, Albert, I had to wait 10 months to get an eye appointment at the VA. This was before the situation, the outbreak. Now listen, why they don't have y'all talking at Congress? Please tell me. Why they ain't talking to y'all? Y'all can give y'all testimony. I can give my testimony. Why ain't nobody trying to hear what we got to say? They talking about us and we sitting there, they sitting there playing in our face. All of them. I mean, come on now. I feel some kind of way about that. You understand? Now let us continue. Okay. Now, I didn't know what you meant by that word, that letter you put out, so I had to be real careful because I don't want to get flagged on the channel there, okay? The brother that put out the word, he had a letter, and I didn't know what that letter means, so you keep putting that out there now. Now you're going to stop doing that. Stop doing that, Albert. I don't know what the C stand. Oh, you talking about, Okay. Because I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way. Okay, yeah. Because okay, and I'm just covering both of us, brother. Now here we go. Let's see. I got you now, brother. You okay? Yeah. I had 10 months. I had to wait 10 months to get eye appointment at the VA for the situation, because they say they don't want you saying the word on here, so I had to be real careful. So I got what you said. Now, Mr. International say community provider operates under a for-profit business model. That's why the quality is better. Oh, okay. Are you saying, Mr. International, they should do away with it? Now he say, Kevin Kobar Sr. says, Kevin, they say, evening family, what's going on? I am 90% now as of yesterday. Excuse me? Everybody show love. And what's the name say? Yes, sir. And I say, oh yeah, I got it. What you saying? We good. He said we good, but I can't say that word out loud because they'll flag the channel. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. Certain things we can't do, but it ain't nothing to you. I know I got you, but I didn't know. Because somebody say, he meant that by saying that. So I want to make sure we were straight, because I know you good people, man. I know that. So I had to be careful with that. But now you made it. Hold on. Let's go back. But thank you, brother. Ain't nothing but love here, Albert. Now, Kevin Kobar Sr., 90% as of yesterday. 90 ain't 10% from 100. Hold on. Wait a minute. Stop the presses. Let me come up on the full screen. I'm going to say this with my chest. Congratulations, my brother, Kevin Kobar Sr. How you do that? What's the secrets? Where can I go find the secrets? Huh? Let me know. What do I have to sign up? Do I have to buy some courses to do that? Huh? Do I need to talk to the man on the ceiling with the cigar? Huh? Do I need to talk to somebody in the basement with cowboy boots on? He say, listen what he say, the truth shall set you free. Veteran Policy Plug say, congratulations. Mr. International say, salute, sir. Man, look how far we come. Look what he say. Chief Mike, good night, fam. Don't let it be so long before we see you again, my brother. Bionic Woman said, we've been on here 3 hours and 14 minutes. 3 hours and 14 minutes exactly. Now, Bionic Woman said, congratulations, Mr. Kevin Kobar Sr. What? It's been a long journey. How long was your claim in for, Brother Kevin? How long? Now, hold on, I forgot to put this in. He say, H-Town got them secrets. I don't know, I ain't taking that. But I noticed in the last week and a half, people have been coming back saying how they've been getting their benefits. I know part of it's they part, and I would hope to think that we played a role, many of us, especially getting help from people that have knowledge on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Now, Alaskan say, we congratulate. He say, we congrats, but civilians will say that that's not fair. Won't they say it? Now, Veteran Policy Plug, let's talk soon. Indeed. And then our brother Lawson said, congratulations on 90%, only 5% from 100. So what he's saying is that once you get to 95%, not trying to confuse people with that VA math, they have to round you up to 100. Am I right, brother Lawson? 95 or 96, I forget. I think it's 95. Now, Kevin Kobar Sr. says, now it's not easy getting there because you got to get almost 100% for something now to average it up. But we here, brother. Kevin says, I appreciate you all. I ain't going to stop until I get into the Hundo Club. You know what it's all about. Oh, look what he say. Albert say, love that chicken from Popeye. Oh, Lord, don't encourage Brett. Now, Bonnie Woman say, good night, Chief Mike. Now, look what he said. Kevin said, I've been doing this about a year and a half. Wow. Talking about the situation he in. Now, he said, little chicken. Brother Junior say, salute. Huh? It's all good. Y'all keep coming in here. Brother Lawson say, yes. Oh, look who's in the house. Everybody show love to Alaskan Ice. I thought she was out getting Christmas presents. I thought she was somewhere busy. What does the Shy Light say? Have you seen her? Huh? Have you seen her? Oh, it just does my heart good. She says, what? Everybody show love to Alaskan Ice. Is it the same without her? Come on, we got to be honest. She always keeps us on the right path. Alaskan Ice says, Kevin Colbert Sr., congratulations. We are so happy. And this ain't no fake happiness, bro. This is from our heart. We assemble a group of people here that's happy for other veterans. People that don't feel the way we feel, they can't stand my voice, so they roll out. Oh, they think I'm old country bumpkin. I ain't a country boy, but I'm a Southern man. Now, Mr. International say, salute Chief Mike. Happy belated birthday, December the 16th. Okay. And it was, everybody didn't know, Rose City, his birthday is today on the 19th of December. And my uncle's birthday is around this time. I think around I have twin uncles, they passed. They lived about 90 years old, you know. And I miss them, love them. Bionic Woman says, when you, Bionic, that's abysmal. I'm so sorry. When you are at peace with the world, let me read that again. When you are at peace with the world, with you, the world around you becomes beautiful. This is the kind of talk I need to hear. Huh? I need to be around positive people that's building me up. Huh? That's building us up. Now, Bionic Woman say, good to see you, Alaskan Ice. Now, look what he says here. Junior say, Darnell Jones, have you seen her? So Darnell Jones remade the song. That's from the Shy Lights. They from Chicago. I think that's from the Shy Lights. Have you seen her? Baby, have you seen? He redid the song, huh? Alaskan Ice, Bionic Woman, hello. And then we have Kevin said, thank you all. It's a blessing. Brother Kevin got 90%, been waiting a year and a half, and I'm glad he came here to give the praise report, and we thank him for it. And for everybody else that been getting their benefits, thank y'all. Can't thank y'all right now in my mind, but 3 or 4 of y'all that got benefits. One of them, I think, got 100% in the Hundo Club. Veteran Policy Plug. Hello, Alaskan Ice. And then Alaskan Ice says, hello, Veteran Policy Plug. Hello, Veteran Policy Plug. Now, Alaskan Ice says, I was told I may have a rating by the end of the month. Oh, all this good news. What y'all think going on? Hold on. I know y'all got to go. If you got to go ahead and leave. But I got a question, and I got to finish her statement. She say, waiting on a CMP exam from August. We will see. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all want me to tell y'all the real story? I ain't never told y'all a lie. Listen, when I got my back in 2014, somewhere around somewhere around that time, when I got my 100% P&T, I was already unemployability. Guess what day I got it? December, I think the 23rd or the 24th, December 23rd or 24th, right before Christmas. So they trying to get a lot of stuff out the way so they don't carry it over into the new year, because that might flag against them. I ain't mad. How y'all feel? Do y'all agree with that? Now, Alaskany says this. Alaskany says, when was the last time you discussed what happened when you go to the mailbox rated 100% smiling. I love this man. This man is out of control. He say, and when you check the mail and you have proposed reduction letter, huh? No, man. Let me tell you something. I be worried about, huh? I say, is that a reduction letter? But when I see VA hospital, VA healthcare system, I be, I don't want to receive but one letter from the VA regional office, and that's from that one giving me my award letter every year. Family, let me see. Is this last little piece we got here, and we gonna take any questions, then close it out. Look, I really appreciate y'all. I'm so happy for Brother Kevin and everybody, because the rest of y'all here, we gonna make sure y'all come along with us. Don't give up, huh?
Oftentimes, we'll have a discussion, and there's a telehealth option available and a face-to-face option. And if the telehealth availability is sooner, often patients will accept that as an option as opposed to waiting. And the reason why we have that mismatch is not that we have folks opting to provide telehealth, but often we are level setting because of our shortage of physicians across the country. So there may be a clinician in 3 states over that's providing that care to that veteran, and they're able to provide it because they've got the availability.
But that shouldn't, excuse me, that should not be a denial of community care because you can get the care 3 states away.
Correct.
Which leads to.
That's insane. Instead of letting the veteran go to community care, they what? They going 3 states over for care. This is about done. Now let's see what he says here. Junior said, H-Town, get married so you can get a raise, baby. Talking about, I got a raise on my check that baby go there. My daughter don't want me having no more children. Oh boy, because come on now, my daughter 22 years old. She said, you better not have no more children, daddy. Now, and I like to I'd rather be married before the woman carry. I don't play like that. No, we ain't having no messing up our lineage here. Now, veteran policy plug, good night, family. And then Alaska Knight says, veteran policy plug, good night. Yes, indeed. Now let's finish up what the Congress lady is saying.
To the frustration, if I did a bill as a state senator for schools as a site of service for behavioral health and mental health for children, but they had to have a face-to-face visit prior to having a virtual site of service off. So I can see the frustration veterans have if the response is, 3 months for an in-person, but we can get you in telehealth. If the veteran doesn't want telehealth, or if he doesn't feel that's appropriate, he or she doesn't feel that's appropriate, then they should be offered the community care, and the barrier should not be put up to that. And I'm over my time, and since I was tapping everybody else out, I want to hold myself to the same standard. So thank you all very much. I appreciate your coming.
That's pretty much it, family. Now, what did y'all get out of that? I'm gonna come up on the screen. What did y'all get out of the hearing? Did you learn anything from it? Was it the same old VA Congress runaround? Do you think anything can be pulled from this? Let us know, family. Now, Jordan 11 Bravo says, I'm getting PTSD listening to these reps. Oh, Jordan is out. He cutting up. Family, y'all something. I don't know what to do with y'all. Oh boy, let's see. So number 8, we talked about, some of the things we talked about. The barriers that the VA provide, talking about you can go 3 states over. I can't believe that they fixed their mouth to say that. The doctor say go 3 states over for care when you can get community care right where you at. They'd rather pay for you to travel 3 states to get health at a VA facility, at a VA healthcare facility, help there, than by community care right in your area. Make it make sense. And that's that telecare thing too. We talked about that, how they use that instead of letting you go to community care. Now, the 9th thing we just discussed, and I got a question for y'all. What we want is results, not excuses, right? Are you tired of the excuses and the blame game? So my question to you is, let me see if I had a question I wrote down. Now, I don't know if I wrote a question down. Yeah. In your opinion, my question is this: is the VA putting up barriers to community care? If you believe that they are, put a Y for yes. And you don't believe they are, if you believe they are, put a Y for yes. If you don't believe the VA is putting up barriers to community care, put a N for no. Let us know how you feel about it. So we're getting ready to close it out, but I thank y'all. So let me see what we got here. Brother Albert says, all I got was a craving for Popeyes. Oh, my Lord. You say all you think about was food. And great cast, and not surprised, since it's always about cutting dollars and not making sense. Boy, that's what they did. Family, come on now. So the thing is, this is my statement. We are looking for solutions from the VA, not excuses, right? And we don't want our health care to be hit or miss. Now, he say we will get paid with a government shutdown. You think so? You say, will we get paid with a government shutdown? They've been threatening government shutdown for years. Have y'all ever seen it? I don't know. Okay, here, Mr. National, I think we would get paid. They might freeze our check. I don't know. That's what they threaten to do, but they ain't never done it. I don't want to say it, then they do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, Mr. International asked the most powerful question tonight. Anybody has any suggestions or answers? What is the solution? I'll tell you my solution, and y'all tell y'all's. What's the solution to this tug of war between those at the VA and others in political parties that want us to get all our care from the VA hospital, and those that want us to do community care, that some of those in Congress and other people, the doctors? What's the solution to this conflict? I think they should give us the choice of both, which I know the VA doesn't want to do, but I think the VA, the Congress people should override the VA and have like a czar or somebody like a separate independent council to oversee the community care, separate from the VA. Is that unreasonable? And take it out of the VA budget. Tell me if I'm wrong. Go get, instead of when they do community care, take that out the VA budget and start supporting community care. And VA, don't be over it, because the VA, that's like I told y'all earlier, that's like me being a bad man to my woman, but then telling her, you don't need to date nobody else. You don't need them. I treat you better than anybody. Come on, man. Now, look what Naomi say. Could Donald legally turn VA into Trump casino and hotels? Wow. I don't know. He said, yes, sir. Now we'll see what Mr. International says. Just deduct healthcare insurance from VA compensation and allow veterans to use whatever provider they choose. You sound like a conservative. I'm a conservative too, but God dog, heck no. I don't want to take. Who want them taking something out their check? Mr. International, we gonna have to chase Mr. International down the street. But that's real talk. Now, how much deductible? What percentage? Would it be based on your rating? How would it work? He said, just deduct healthcare insurance from VA compensation and allow veterans to use whatever provider they choose. That's real talk. But I'm a little squeamish on that, Mr. International. I'm a little sensitive, and we want to again thank Mr. International for his $100 donation. We do appreciate him, you know, in the last live stream, and all of you that have supported financially. We thank you for that. Now, let me see. I want to go back for the person who's talking about they want to contact us. Oh, Lord, y'all can see me moving that. Let me get this in. This is supposed to be full screen. Sorry. So, family, let me see. Oh, Lord, y'all just said a whole bunch of stuff. Hold on, where's this at? Okay, just one person said something. Now, let me see here. We wanted, a person was asking about our brother. There it is right there. Our brother, Policy Plug. This is his information. Okay. And if you want me, Jordan, I think you asked, you want me to, I can send a link. Just email H-Town Vet. We're going to show you the contact. And I see you the link on how to watch the full hearing if you choose to. I'm going to learn how to put that in the description. I have to learn how to do all that. Now let's see. So that's his credentials, how many states he's licensed in, and everything. Now, if you haven't done so, bash that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe. Now, I think I went too far. Yeah, I think I did. So let me see what y'all got here. Now, George says, so they would take the money away from veterans, but the migrants get everything free. Why don't they deduct money from them when it comes to health care? They get them free health care. They don't pay for no health care. Now, in the words of Rodney King, this is from Lawson, can we all just get along? You hear me? I would like that too now, but it's dealing with money, brother. People fight over money. Now, Mr. International say, make it the same price as Champ VA dependents. Okay, I'm fair with that. Yeah, if it don't cost but what they charge Champ VA dependents, and I got a dependent on Champ VA, no, I'm cool with that because that's reasonable amount. So he's saying if we go to outside care, pick whatever doctor we want, make it the same price as Champ VA dependent. Real smart answer. Boy, Mr. International. God, no, he's really international. Now, let's see what our sister Abysmal says. She said, I will never allow myself to bring me down, and I will no longer let myself pull me down. Real talk. I like that. Sister, you brought it to where it need to be. Huh? Now, let me make sure I got it here because I want to get that because a lot of people not knowing. So those who ain't been here in a while, here's when we have our live streams. Okay. Powerful statement, sister. We have our live streams on Sundays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. Now that's what's worrying me. What Mr. International, he laughed and he say at H-Town, he cut up on me and he say, where's love, love? That's what I want to know. He been kind of clocking out. I hope he's okay and it's not sad. We need to know. I hope he checked me. Love, love. When you hear this, please send me an email if you're not able. But we need to know what's going on because we miss you because you bring everything. He's the most committed individual. And I don't want him to be down because during these holidays, everybody might start getting sad. A lot of people do. And we need to be there for them, right? Jamaica Me Crazy say, is there a Christmas cast? Nah, ain't no Christmas cast. We might have to get our brother Boomer's daughter, Frog Princess, to sing something around Christmas time. How y'all feel about that? She says she want to sing for us. Let's see, can she sing some Christmas songs for us? And whoever else can sing. I think Sister Gwen says she can hold it down too. So, and we will have impromptu live streams that won't be on Sundays and Thursdays, sometime on Tuesday. We did one this Tuesday. All around 7 p.m. We do them at 7 p.m. Central Time. Now, back to if you want to contact us, okay? If you want to know how to find out about the where we got we can send you the link from on our email address, htownvetnorthside@gmail.com. And if you want to go to our YouTube channel, where you can watch our videos and our live streams, that's at htownvet Northside. And if you would like to donate, we have our PayPal, htownvet, let me say again, htownvetnorthside@gmail.com. And we have our Cash App, $ htownvet Northside. All right. Now let's see. Let's see what I already read that. Now, Mr. International, I agree, H-Town. Thumper ain't flipping tables anymore. Oh, he retired. Not just retired from the military, he retired from flipping tables. Now, family, I'm coming back up and let's come on, show some love here. He said, until next time, folks, take care. Where's that coordinates, Alaskany? We need that location before you leave. I'm messing with you. Now, family, we're going to give the last shout outs. Y'all go ahead. Y'all can keep chatting, but you know I'm going to do what I do. Alaskany, good night. Mr. International, thank you so much for everything that you do, the engaging questions and knowledge, the thought-provoking questions. Jamaica Me Crazy, we glad you back home, my brother. And love, we missed you. And I'm glad he brought you up. Abysmal, thank you for coming right in, falling right in, and being so supportive. And you know, you already know, Brother Lawson. I thank you, and I thank God for you, brother. Now, Jordan 11 Bravo, brother, with the humor, the knowledge, the sincere thought, we thank you so much. Sister Naomi, thank you. We glad that you're here and love your humor. He turned the VA into, you know what? If Donald Trump turned the VA into a casino, an hotel, veterans would be spending their whole VA compensation check right there. Go back to, wow. And we love that question you asked after the video, what's the solution? Because we're all about solution. Brother Albert, with much love, Brother Albert E. Thank you, brother. You know I love you, brother. And Bionic Woman, thank God for her. And Sister Alaskan Ice coming in, bringing in that knowledge and support. Veteran Policy Plug, he's the one that's Chester, that's the life insurance broker. Somebody had asked about it earlier. How can I get in contact with him? That was his information. Junior, our brother Junior, much love to Junior. Brother Kevin, thank God on this 90% disability compensation. And then let me see who else we got in there. We just so happy that y'all are here. I'm making sure I'm trying not to miss anybody, family. Can y'all believe what's the name didn't come in tonight? Buy Bitcoin. Oh boy, family. Oh my Lord. And if I miss y'all, charge it to my mind, not my heart. I'm trying not to. Oh, B-Man TV, thank you. He said he been subscribed for a long time, but finally came up on the live stream. Thank you so much. And we hope more will come and be confident to do it, because we got love for you. Now, Yo, thank you. Dedication, leadership, and integrity. Oasis, thank you. 1, 2, 3, thank you. Let me see what else I got. Brett in the house, we thank him. He said that the doctor did a good job, but he also thinks she's pretty like me. So we kind of biased. You know how they go. That's a beautiful black woman. There's a lot of beautiful women in here tonight. We thank y'all for joining us. Now, Let's see what we got in here. Rose City birthday. This is the one. His birthday is the day, and he been celebrating. So everybody show love to Rose City. And Dogface Soldier, he was busy, but he came on in with it. We thank him for showing up. He gonna come up on the line. Don't worry. He be busy sometime, family. But he'll contact me in the back room. I'm gonna have to let him know when the live is because he's busy. He the one helped. He helped the channel keep a motivation when I was finding my footing. Chief Mike 61, thank you for everything, live or recorded. We thank you, my brother, and your family. You be blessed. Let's see. Benny, as always, coming through. And our sister Gwendolyn Boyd, thank you for your blessing, encouragement, and that good gumbo. Let's see. I'm making sure we ain't missed nobody because all of y'all are important. Huh? That's why we take the time to do this. We're not trying to take you in no secret room, run your pockets. Now you need to pay this, or kicking you out of the chat because you ain't put no money in and all of those foolishness people be doing. Ain't nothing but hustle. D, my brother D. And Josie, thank God for Josie coming back. That's another one that hadn't been around for a while. We're glad that they're back. Been busy living life, or probably, and you know, working and doing. And how could I miss Thumper? Hold on, did it? Thumper in the house. Thumper, much love to Thumper. Let me see what is it. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss nobody. We almost there, family. Hold on. Did I miss anybody? Hold on, let me see. Coasty. See, all right? I'm going through this. Thank you, Coasty, for joining us. Coast Guard veteran, I believe, and really supportive and kind. And we are about at the top. That's it, family. Now we're gonna go back to the bottom and see who's made any comments, and we're gonna get ready to close it out. We're gonna get the oh shoot. It's doing that dumb stuff now. Now let's see what we got. All right. So now we got let me see, we'll make sure. Let's see what we got. Make sure. Say, until next time, folks, take care from Alaskany and Junior Sage Town. What's the next topic? Keep your notifications on, so when we do, we'll let you know because I haven't decided yet what we're doing on Sunday. Keep your notifications on. You can go to our channel, and sometime we have them up already. And brother Roland say, President Musk is letting the government shut down. Congress is going home for the holidays tomorrow. He think that Elon Musk gonna be the president because he supporting Trump so much, giving money. Now, Mr. National, all right, it's Call of Duty time. Oh, he called me out. I'm too tired for Call of Duty tonight. Now, Junior say Pokemon Unite for me. Okay. Oh boy, laugh out loud. Now, yo says dress right, dress out. Okay. Now, Alaskan say smooth sailing ahead. Yes, indeed. Alaskan say hope reduction letter get lost in the mail. Boy, Alaskan is a man. Y'all don't know. Alaskan, My God, that's why I was bringing him up when he's gone. Boy, I even did a thing with Dogface Soldier looking out the window for them to reduce for the reduction letter. I did a slide on that. Jordan B. 11 Bravo say salute to all and to all of y'all. Junior say salute H-Town. You see how he say good cast, thanks. Jamaica me crazy. It's good, man. Huh? Now, Bonnick Woman say, we miss you, love, love. Love, when you see this here, you better come back because you are the spark that keeps us going consistently. We want to know about your claim. We want to make sure you are right because of notice the holidays, and your father would want you to be around people that care about you and love you, and we love you. And that goes for Military Mike also. All right? We miss you, love, love. Good night, everyone, and have a peaceful night. That's from Bonnick Woman. She about to take it to sleep. My last one I'm doing here, Junior say, good night, Bonnick Woman. And I want to say here from the H-Town Vet, the good night to y'all. And I appreciate everything that y'all have done and how y'all keep continuously supporting the channel, right? I'm trying to pull this up. So I'm going to come up on what the topic was for the night. Brett say good night. And I want to say good night to all. We appreciate you. We value you. And we're going to leave with the topic for the night as the thumbnail. And we thank y'all. Until next time, good night, family.